We just came from an
Good morning,
Good morning,
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Oh, wrong
Wrong
show.
show.
Wrong show.
We just came from
Sorry.
an
My bad.
amazing space where we heard the future of
We
music, the
did.
future of
We
beatboxing,
did.
and probably production. Yeah, she can do that with her mouth.
Yeah, no shit. That's crazy,
Like,
man.
like,
That's
like.
fucked up.
So, for those of you who don't know, we just came from a space with one of the most amazing beatboxers we've ever heard. She's
Yeah.
just
Like,
phenomenal, and she finally puts an actual answer to the question, "What that mouth do?"
whew,
That mouth do a
my
lot of
mind.
stuff, bro. She was like, it was like insane. It's like she was doing Tibetan throat singing.
What, was that your garbage
Yeah.
disposal?
Sorry, I have to.
Nice.
I fixed it.
Okay, good. Phew. Well, at least we got that out of the way. Yeah. So, King, are we co-hosting him, or because how
Of
many
course.
guests do we
We
have
have two
today?
guests today.
How many?
We
We
have
have
two
two
amazing
guests.
guests, and so we can figure out who wants to. We'll do them both at the same time, both intros, and then the fun thing
Okay.
about the show, so it's kind of an accidental fun thing. So like
An
accidental fun
accidental
thing, a
fun
happy
thing.
accident, if you will. So the idea
Interesting.
is
Interesting.
like normally I wanted to just do one guest per show, but Calendly, the thing we use, only lets you do two
Yeah.
spots. That's like a minimum of like two. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, this could be interesting. So like, there's no way to like sync or coordinate the guests. So sometimes we'll have two musicians. Sometimes we'll have like a musician and a metaverse builder. Other times we'll have like a painter and like a dancer.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
ends up
that's
being like
cool.
a
We can
really
mix it up
interesting panel. You know what I mean? It's like how 3M
for
innovates.
sure.
Like they just put all the different groups of their different departments together just to collaborate.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
What's up, Marie?
So we'll
Before
just
we get started, Marie has something to say.
do some recognizing in the space already. We got beautiful Marie here has joined us and showing some support from the
She's
night
always
shift.
dropping expertise.
Of course, we have our special guest, Kings. I hate when that happens. They don't give the full name. King Spaz, underneath the avatar. That really sucks some ass. Mojo, who I hate that too. I'm like, I know these people. I'm following them, and I'm like, where did I
Yeah,
meet
but
them?
everyone's PFP is
Damn it!
changing so much too in this space. It's
Damn it!
like
Yeah, that's true. This is true. And Bella La, I like that. My daughter's name is Bella, and she's got Bella La Crypto, so that's cool.
nice.
That's hilarious. And this is intriguing. I'm not sure I would go with this name for any avatar or account, but Shady
Got shady
Bitch.
bitch.
Shady Bitch. Maybe she's one of Jose's girlfriends.
And if any of the
Because
listeners want
he
to
went
come up
out.
to come on
Yeah,
stage
he
just so we can
he
show your
he had
PFP,
a
feel free.
girlfriend which was crazy bitch, and she definitely was a crazy bitch. Maybe she's gone to shady
Brad,
bitch now.
no
Maybe it's
joke,
the same one.
no joke. Shady bitch. When I
Yeah.
saw your profile, I was like, that's my ex-wife.
The picture.
The picture and like the name,
Oh
I was like,
no.
that's my ex-wife.
Oh, for real though.
No, but she's just shady bitch, and you
Okay.
guys look kind of similar. Yeah,
Whoa.
you're a shady bitch. Sorry.
Because I had a ex moment a couple days ago, and then one earlier today, but it wasn't as bad because I just hung up on her. So
Mm.
that was good, and I'll deal with that later.
See, in the
But
metaverse, you could throw her off a cliff, and it's okay. Like if
virtually,
someone's annoying you, you just kick them off a cliff, and they just fall, and they have to like restart the
virt-
game
virtually or
in
in
the
reality.
metaverse. See,
Yeah,
normally
I
we
know,
use in
but
the metaverse to cover for like bad things we say about real life, but this time I'm
yeah,
actually talking about in the metaverse.
in the metaverse.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get a build made where we have like mountains, and then I can just launch her avatar over the edge.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough duels going on in Web3, and like I have a couple people I want to challenge to a duel right about now, and like
I
we
want
could
to
go like Marvel versus Capcom or like Mortal Kombat, like I challenge you to Mortal Kombat, and they're like, what? Like you know what I mean,
No,
motherfucker?
no,
Mortal
no,
Kombat
no.
11, let's go.
I want my avatar to have a pair of white gloves and it's gonna go around
Just dual
slapping
slapping
people like
people.
Bug. I
Glove
challenge you
slap,
to a duel,
baby
sir.
gloves.
Twack! And him with the white glove like Bugs Bunny style.
You're that.
Oh yeah,
Did you see
I'm
that
so
that
fucking
episode of
doing
The
that.
Simpsons?
I am fucking doing that. What?
There was an
The
episode of The
Simpsons.
Simpsons, I believe. It might have been Family Guy, and they when he went around
Mm,
slapping everyone with a glove. He
who
was like,
did?
I think it was Homer. He challenged everyone to a duel, and like
Oh
they instead of
yes,
love shack, they
yes. And he
said
was wearing
glove
the
slap,
top hat.
baby
He's wearing the
glove slap.
tails coat
Yeah,
and the
glove
top hat,
slap.
wasn't he?
Shut your big yeah.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think I seen that one.
If anyone knows which show that's from, feel free to open the mic and let us know.
Yeah. Okay. But
It's gonna
Marie.
bug the crap out of me. Marie, what's up? Marie's always here dropping expert advice, getting expert
Oh,
advice.
she's had her
All
hand
right.
up. She's had her
I
hand up for so long. She got tennis elbow. It's stuck. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's stuck. I
right
was
there.
just giving you a high five. All right.
Oh,
I
nice.
got a pitch slash proposal for you and Chris. And notice I did not say shh the S
We
word.
did.
Yeah, we
I
don't
did.
use the S word here, the SHILL
I
word.
Yes.
duly
Thank you.
noted. Okay,
Thank you.
but I need 1 to 2 minutes because if you interrupt me, I have ADD. I won't remember what I'm saying.
Straight
Okay,
up.
so
So no
that
Kanye,
was a polite way
no
of
Kanye
saying
in
to
here.
me, "Shut the fuck up and mute yourself." That was the politest way to.
No,
Okay,
no.
so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
Okay, so here's my pitch: is every Friday or every other Friday, the first 30 minutes of your show, we do beginners NFTs. So you'd be like Friday NFT takeover. I'm just saying like it'll bring so many listeners. So I got this idea because I have like 15 people in my DMs like constantly, and they're my friends. I want to help them, but I can't. I don't have enough time to individually like show 15 people and talk to them in a 10-year-old way how to build an NFT and sell it. And there's so many new people coming on this market. I thought it'd be cool. Like Friday NFT takeover with Marie. Boom.
Like NFT 101 kind of thing. That'd be super cute,
Well, yeah,
right?
I have so
Be
many
fun.
like people on here in my community that I like care about in crypto, and they're coming to me and I don't have the time to help them. So I think like,
Yeah, so
they
you
could.
do like what Apple does at their Apple stores. Like they'll do a big hosting. So I used to work at Apple, and like we would, instead of teaching people one on one, we'd have like actual, like gatherings where people would come around the table and you teach them like 10 at a time, and it was way easier.
Yeah, so I already have about 15 people willing to hop in this space if you guys are willing to dedicate like 30
Completely.
minutes every Friday or
Yeah.
Is it okay if I speak now?
so is
Or
that a
forever hold your
pitch?
peace.
Yeah. Oh, we lost our special guest.
I just got rugged. He'll jump again.
Carpeted. Son of a bitch.
Did I say the R word? Oh,
You did.
bad Cristiano. Bad Christmas spirit.
Jesus.
Maria, I think that would be amazing. Bradley, what did you have to say?
I was asking Marie if it was okay if I talk now because
That's all you had to say?
she told me in the politest way ever to just shut the fuck up and listen, which should be the name of our show.
Brad's been pitching this since episode 1. He wants to change the name of our show to Shut the Fuck Up and Listen.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Marie
Yes,
nailed
Marie,
it.
I am
Marie
down.
nailed it.
The show should be called Just Ignore Brad.
Oh, that's
Oh,
expert advice. That's
expert
expert
advice.
advice. Yeah, we're
Um,
back to expert advice.
well, Brad's here to pepper in. You're here for the pepper. You're the spice. You're here to like pepper in the jokes and the
I'm
conversation.
more, I'm more
I'm here
like
to ask the
pepper.
really
I'm
big
more
leading
like pepper
questions.
spray. I'm more like the pepper
Achoo!
spray.
I'm
Yeah.
here to ask like what color inspires you the most. Like those
Right.
weird, deep leading
Yeah.
questions.
There you go.
Marie, so I'm totally down. Brad, you down?
No, I'm up.
Brad's up. Brad's up for it. I'm
I'm
down
up
for it.
for it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So
Nice.
now can we get to our show? Is that okay, guys?
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's.
So up next we have both of our guests. So let's bring them up one at a time. I'm just no particular order. I'm just looking at who comes first in my panel right now. So we got King Spaz. King Spaz is at K1NGSPAZ if y'all want to follow him. And we also have Mojo the Ghost. Why don't you guys come up? Whoever wants to talk first, feel free. You have a very loose, kind of open thing here. So
That's good. Now I can figure out where I met.
yeah, everyone but Brad's allowed to talk like freely, basically.
Yeah. Wait. What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
I feel like Vinny Barbarino all of a sudden in Welcome Back, Cotter. What?
Oh my
Wait.
God, Mr. Cod. Oh my God. Who wants to
Yeah.
go first? You guys.
What phone? What phone? Where?
All right, I'll pick. King
King
Spaz, you want to come up
Spaz.
and tell us a little bit about you? Oh, Mojo
Whoa.
already unmuted. Mojo, perfect. What's up?
I was saying King Spaz can go first. I'm almost done with this bowl right here.
Oh,
Perfect.
I thought you were using a megaphone there for a second. That was pretty cool.
King Spaz, what's happening? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself for the audience. We have some people listening, and we also have a lot of people who listen afterwards, and then they go see it also on our separate site that we have all these posted on. So, yeah, give us a little detail about yourself.
Breaker, 1-9er. Come in, 1-9er. Kings.
This is expert advice to King Spaz. Come in, King Spaz.
Pilot to Bombardier.
Calling King Spaz. King Spaz.
Oh, all right, Mojo, why don't you just go ahead and take it then?
10-4, I'll go ahead and take over.
Get it, Brad. You got the mic.
That
Why
was
don't you
funny.
introduce yourself? Tell us a little about yourself. That's his name. Is handles at Mojo the Ghost. For those of you who listening who can't see the handles, so at Mojo the Ghost.
Yes,
Nope.
sir.
He
Hey,
carpet.
y'all, look. I'm Mojo. You can call me Mojo or D whenever we meet in real life.
Dope.
My friends call me Mojo. I'm sorry if I sound kind of loud. Let me see if I can open this door up in here. I'm in kind of my studio room.
No, it ain't bad. There's
That's
no,
okay.
there's not like the reverb now.
There's nothing like No, but
Heard
you
that.
could just be further away from your phone.
Heard.
You know what I
I
mean?
think
Then
it's because of the wire headphones.
oh, you're doing the headphone thing. Okay. Oh,
You sounded straight wherever you were.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bet.
You're good. You're good.
Heard that already. I go by Mojo. I'm an artist. I don't want to necessarily say I'm a musician. I kind of like writing stories more. I actually plan on getting into film really soon. Music is just kind of the thing that I do every single day. We record every day. I write every day. I either make a beat every day or I'm definitely getting something ready for the next 4 weeks. 100%. Other than that, I definitely just get on camera and have some fun. I just recently started getting on Triller and TikTok again. Before that, I was just kind of living the lifestyle of no internet. I was kind of skating around a little bit. I was getting into skating. I retired early, very early.
Rollerblading or skateboarding?
Skateboarding. Yes,
Nice.
sir. I hit my
Nice.
shins 2 days in a row, and I was like, you know
Nice. Oh no, wait, that's not nice. That's not nice. Sorry.
What did you retire off of, Mojo?
One more time.
What did you retire off of? Was it your music stuff or?
Oh no, I retired from skating.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were
Yeah,
saying you're
he's
like,
like,
yeah, I'm
I
just
beat
retired, so
Tony
now I just
Hawk.
skate.
I beat
Oh,
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
I'm done.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely. I was feeling like rocket power for a little bit, but I called myself gonna ollie off the porch, and the board like ricocheted off the concrete and hit my knee, and I was like, yeah, nah, I need this knee to hoop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
did
I'm gonna stick to basketball and backflipping and football. Anything else that's like kind of
back
straight
flipping in
edge.
football.
Oh yeah, I'm very like I said, I used to love rocket power growing up. So I'm the friend that's like I have all the ideas and I push out all the and I hustle all the time. And they're like, yo, don't hurt yourself, bro, because
What?
you're the money right now. Like, and I'm like, nah, bro, I got this. I'm out here backflipping off of 50-foot cliffs and stuff. And then they're like, yeah, there's a 150-foot one up like a little higher. And I was like, bet. And they was like, why did you tell him that?
Bro, I got
And
to
so
hang with Mojo, bro. I'm an adrenaline junkie as well. I'll be up there on the 150-foot cliff
Yeah.
like, yo, this is crazy. Let's go.
oh yeah, all day
And
long. And I'm like, man, I don't see why you would turn back. No need there's no need to be afraid. Because I mean, there's only
yeah,
one inevitability, and we're all gonna get there eventually.
that's right. And which one of us has 34 skydives under their belt?
Oh, damn. Really, bro?
Oh,
I
That
didn't know
would
you
be
had it like
me.
that, Brad.
That would
oh
be me.
man.
Yeah, sorry you guys. And never did any of that tandem bullshit. I did static line and
The
free
first
fall.
the first time Brad and I meet, I'm gonna be strapped
Hmm.
to his belly.
No, I
That's
would
that's the
never
plan.
do. I would never do the tandem. No, never,
No, you're
ever.
gonna be my
That's just
tandem instructor,
weird.
Brad.
No, no,
Yes.
no.
We have to do the first ever live spaces from the air. I'll
From
pop
a
the
free
phone,
fall.
turn it on. It's like, hey guys, what's happening? I'm here with Brad. Brad, say hi. And I lift it over my shoulder.
Guy, my first 3 second free fall felt like the longest 3 seconds of my life. It did not feel like 3 seconds at all. It felt like 10 minutes,
Really?
and I was just, oh my god, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the ground is coming in hot, and you're like, fuck that, 3 seconds, whoop, and you fucking pull the chute, and you're just like, yeah. I barely made the first 3 seconds. It felt forever, man. When you're going that fast, holy shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's something that's
yeah.
like that fine line between life and death every time. It feels like an eternity. And then when you
Hmm.
look back on it, you're like, damn, that was pretty quick.
Mojo, how
Yeah.
how long does it feel like jumping off a 50-foot cliff? I tell people like that's like a 2 minute
Ooh.
jump.
Okay, so
It's
I
a two
feel
minute
like
jump
oh
before
yeah,
You
you
know
oh
what I
can
mean?
yeah.
Like you
walk.
jump and you're in the air, like thinking
Yeah.
about your entire life.
So
You could play cards while you're falling.
Yeah, you're up
I
there,
have
like being
enough
like, "Why did I
time.
do this? What am I
I
doing?
got
Oh, I'm
I got
stupid."
enough time to swirl my arms in the air, a
Yes.
helicopter fashion 3 times. And so
Yeah.
that's like my oh shit, oh fuck, oh no. So like that's
Yeah, the third one's the this is bad. It's like two swings, and it's like, all right, we're gonna get this. Third one's like, there
That's
shouldn't be
good.
3.
yeah,
Oh,
Why is
that's
yeah.
there a
fucking
swing?
hilarious.
And then you hit the water and you're like, all right, time for another one. Like that's what's so crazy about
Oh
Oh, dude,
man,
immediately, it's the best
that's
feeling ever.
good.
That adrenaline rush is like
That
unlike
is
anything. Best
hilarious.
drug on the planet, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It
yes.
really is.
Talk about
Oh,
something that goes straight to the dome.
Mojo, you played football in high school?
Yes, sir. I was part of the Brendan Bear football team in San Antonio, Texas. We actually went. Our
Awesome,
best run was a 15-1. We lost in the state game,
bro.
and
What position you
wow.
play?
I played wide receiver and corner.
Dope.
And I actually
Nice.
went. I played at East Texas Baptist University, and I played semi-pro for the San Antonio Showtime as well.
Damn,
Oh
bro.
wow. Wow.
That's
Yeah,
great, man.
Shit.
semi-pro was that thing felt like oh man, what movie can I? Literally the movie Semi-Pro, except for
Yeah, straight
football.
up.
Like
No,
it
no.
was.
What was that?
Everybody love
What was that
everybody.
one?
ELE.
What was
It
the one with
was.
Keanu Reeves? The one with
Oh,
Oh,
Keanu
the
the
Reeves.
replacements.
replacements.
The
Yeah,
No, it was
replacements.
definitely more like that. Because I'm
yeah.
talking about you have a concussion and you got to drive out to Corpus Christi. There ain't no trainers and there ain't no medical bus. You got to
Yeah.
drive yourself back home. Like it's so
Oh,
crazy.
You drive yourself home for concussion.
Yeah.
damn.
I was
Oh
gonna
yeah.
guess you were a wide receiver because you were saying you got ups and you were like doing like backflips and shit. I was like, yeah, this dude's probably a cornerback.
Oh
He's
yes,
probably
sir.
like picking me off.
Guess what the most
Mm.
crazy part about that season was?
What?
So out of the 60 minutes, I played wide receiver and corner whole season long. When the averages came back at the end of the season, I averaged 48 minutes per game.
Oh
Bro.
man, you're like contributing
Yeah,
the whole game.
I used
That's
to be
insane.
like so numb out there. Like they
Shit.
used to be like, bro, are you tired? I used to be like, no, no, no. But in my head, like my brain is like, bro, we're about to die. And I'm like, nah, I think we got
I feel
it.
that, Mojo. I was playing. I played football in college, but like in high school, I was playing like at one point I was on varsity, JV, and sophomore. When a sophomore year, I was on
Oh
3
yeah.
different teams, so I was playing 3 games a week, starting both ways, bro. I was so exhausted. Like by the time of the varsity game, I was like, thank God. I was like, y'all just bench me. I'm not even trying to play right now because I couldn't
Uh,
even walk by the third game.
Yeah,
And I was
definitely.
a fullback and a linebacker, so I was taking like literally all of the impacts on the field
Oh
in my
yeah,
game.
man. I'm surprised. I'm glad you saved your brain. That was
Dude,
my
me too. We
no,
didn't
he
that
have
was my
didn't.
helmets like they
decision.
have
No,
now,
he
bro.
didn't.
The
No, he
fact that I
didn't.
know that's probably what's wrong with me. Because like the fact that I can still think is insane. Because our helmets were just a round cue ball, like designed to like put all of the pressure into your brain. You know what I mean? Like now these kids have like space helmets.
What I'm talking about, freaking gel technology. When I got to
Yeah, we didn't have
ETBU,
no
I
gel.
was like, what the heck is a? I was like, what in the world is a Revo? I was like, Revo Speed Evolution, Revo Speed Robot. I was like, they got different brands of the. I was like, man, I've never seen this. And then when they took away the bar, like that was in your nose part, I was like, man, this changed the whole game right here. Like now
It's
you can
insane.
see without going cross-eyed.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Oh yeah,
So
but I'm gonna
from
stick to
football,
basketball.
yes, from football you moved to basketball, and so right now, like you were saying, like your artistry, like what are you focusing on?
Right now, I'm actually in between this bubble of deciding if I'm going to go all in back on sports again. My big sister was telling me to try to make some pushes for semi-pro basketball and then shoot overseas for a little bit.
Dope.
But as far as the music goes, I actually just started record. I've been making music my whole life, but I just started recording for the first time, like in studios at the beginning of the pandemic. So with that being said, I was kind of losing. I had to find my cadence. I had to find out. I already knew what I wanted to talk about. My producers. I have 2 producers in San Antonio. They're actually like the go-to guys there, and they're like, bro, we record a lot of people all day, and they are not it. They're like, man, you got to keep on going. And so I would drive home like, well, I don't know what they see, but I don't really like this song that I just did here. So I used to just stop doing 1 hour sessions, and I started spending 5 hours in the studio. And I learned that I could make my own sound, I could make my own beat, and
Dope.
I could write right there that quick. And they were like, bro, people are not doing this. And so from their perspective, I don't really honestly see what they see, but I do know that as long as I love doing this, I'm gonna continue at that pace. And so I was talking to my producer Saint about like how do people feel in the studio with Beyonce and Kanye West, and he was like, "Bro, probably kind of how I feel in the studio with you." And like I
Yeah,
looked back and I was like what the? I was like, bro, I
that's
don't.
huge props, dude. That's like
Yeah,
massive
like
props.
I actually didn't know what to say back to him. So I was just kind of like I laughed it off. and like that was 2 weeks ago, and I laughed it off, and I hadn't really recorded since then. I just been kind of thinking about those words, and I'm like, what if I flop, or like, what if I'm not even what he thinks? Like, I don't really know what to do with it.
You got that imposter syndrome kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
feel like I
No,
might
I
not
suffer
be.
with it too, believe me. And people call me crazy and make fun of me all day on Spaces because I'm like, they're like, you're really good. And I'm like, really? I don't even.
You're crazy.
And they're like,
Yeah,
you're
it doesn't
insane.
feel
And
that
like,
way.
I'm like, okay. Like, I
Rah.
only got into the rap game because like I was rapping my whole life and I was just keeping it myself. And then I played it for one of my favorite rappers that I ended up becoming friends with. And I was just like, this is like, he was like, you rap? And I was like, yeah, but I never played it for anyone. He's like, come on. He had to convince me, and I played it for him. And he's like jaw dropped, and he was like, yo, like fuck you. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, why aren't you releasing this? You know what I mean? He was like, fuck you. Like his immediate response was like, fuck you. And he's a Christian. He don't curse. You know what I mean? He was like, like did the sign of the cross as he was saying it. He was like, fuck you, man. Like this is a bullshit. And so like that was like, it took me like a year or so for that to settle in and be like, oh shit, really? And then I played it for other people and like that I respected, and now I'm playing it for people on Spaces that I respect and like producers and stuff, and they're like, that was really good. And I'm like, really? Like so it's a bit of a, your brain has to, it's cognitive bias, right? It
Yes,
doesn't match with
definitely.
your paradigm about yourself and your inner self talk.
And my friend is like, dude, you should have been famous already off of TikTok and none of that. And I'm
Straight
like,
up.
man, I don't like. I guess my whole thing is Mojo the Ghost is not really even like a persona. It's literally me. Like my uncle that passed away, he called me Mojo all the time. Like my mojo so dope. Hey, my mojo so dope. He got that from Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, bro, you got the juice all the time, man. You got all the young girls, like all they aunties liking you and stuff. Cause I always hold
Yeah.
doors and I say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
he's like, bro, you got the mojo. And my
He's
friends
polite
call me
AF.
the ghost because I never go out. I never, but I'm like one of those people that are kind of like high in demand to hang out with. Like you can invite me to game night, I'll go. But if we're going to the club, I'll probably be there for like 10 minutes type thing.
Dude, me
So
too.
they're like, bro, you're high in demand. You just got to figure out how to maneuver correctly. And I'm
Mm.
seeing my friends, they're living lifestyles that we grew up living, and they're living and dying and going to jail
Mm.
and stuff. So I'm like, at this point, I was
That's
just
not the way.
look. Yeah, no, I'm at that point of looking for something to try to change my life. And so that's
Bro,
when I found the NFT community actually in October. And so since then, I've been just kind of rolling around trying to figure out where I fit. And I realized recently that you don't really find where you fit. You just kind of do your thing.
straight up. I mean, here's the thing. Like, have you been in Spaces for a while?
Oh, yeah, I've been around since October.
Have you been like performing and playing your stuff for people here?
Not at all. I kind of just, I never shilled. I've never shilled before. I
No, that's what I'm
just,
saying. And we don't even use that word here, right? We say promote, and it's like because it's like everyone's here to promote. We're all here. We're all donating our time. You know what I mean? And so,
right.
but what I like to do is like I don't even have anything to promote for months. You know what I mean? I'm up here like entertaining every day, giving advice, just establishing like a reputation and trust with people. You know what I mean? Because it's like if you're there every day doing something consistently, people are gonna inherently trust you. So I've advised a lot of people on getting viral and going viral and getting internet famous. And so like I would love to like sit and chat with you about that, because my main thing is like I can't do it for myself. Like I have a friend Patch Bay doing this for me, and Brad helps me do this for me as well. I have my friends that help me see what I have, right? But what I'm good at is seeing potentials in others and helping them see that with very little effort and just doing something consistently, like something even small, consistently that showcases one of their talents every day, they will blow up. Because it's just that consistency plus that talent. And, because unfortunately, it takes people 7 times to see something to even recognize it. That's what it is. It's noise. It's not you. It's not any of the artists. It's not anyone's fault. It's not a talent thing. It's a discovery problem. We have a discovery problem. And so I'm just trying to like solve that discovery problem by putting on as many artists as possible. And you really should think about playing your stuff in spaces. Like if you want to play something here and in any spaces that we do or at, like follow us around, because we have the most supportive people. And like when I tell you I played some really vulnerable stuff that I was like not sure about, and the response was like, "Oh, I'm now like mixing this, to release." Like I have 60 songs done that are 95% done. You know what I mean? Talk about imposter syndrome and being like worried about how people are gonna, So believe me, I'm on that whole tip with you. And if you need someone to help you get through that, I'm currently getting through it myself, and I have a team of advisors helping me. So I would love to plug you into that support group, because it's like it's a support group for amazing musicians who have like their head screwed on backwards and need to get their head out of their ass and realize what they have.
I think I definitely need that. That's my
Yeah, that's your
problem.
tribe.
I was in that era of feeling like you don't need any help and you don't need anyone. I wasn't definitely mad at the world. I was just kind of hating myself sometimes. Like I was like, bro, I know I should be getting up and making trillers or TikToks or something. I'm like, I just don't got the energy. But the days that I don't, I see people that do have it and they inspire me to get back up. And so now that I'm realizing that this, like literally Twitter spaces are 24 hours a day. Somebody is
Yeah,
always grinding. And that's
always.
a very necessary part of, like, some people just need to see that.
Mojo, the way I introed myself to the community, like a few weeks ago, is I just did a 24-hour stream as my first stream, and I was like, I don't want people to ever think that I'm here half-time, part-time. Like I'm in this full-time. Everything I do it big. So I was just like, all right, let's go. Like day one, 24 hours. And the people I met through that became like my co-hosts, my guests, my best friends, the other streams I go to. Like I have a whole day now where I just go into spaces, watch all the spaces, jump up, say hi, and go to my spaces and then at night. So it's like right now I do the browsing all day, right? And I network and I talk to people. And then right now we do our space. And then after this space, we go and if we have time, usually we end up like rolling right into the night shib. Crystal's down there; she runs that space, and it's the most amazing, supportive family, dude. You should like totally get in there because like it's the sweetest people on the planet. Honestly, that's the only way to describe it. And they're an emotional support group, and they're helpful, and it's always just so chill. And the comedic timing there in that group, man, it's like 8 people who unmute each other at the perfect time and just go, and no one jumps over each other. Everyone's just like we all know each other's cadences. It's insane. Brad brought me in there. Connect with Brad. Brad's like a super connector, and I'll connect you with Patch Bay too, because those people, man, that's family, and it's like it's there. Like I can even just tell by the way you carry yourself and stuff. Like you got it like that. You know what I mean? And I would love to hear some of your music because like it's all love. It's all support there. And Crystal, if I would love to have you come up if you want to like tell them a bit about like what your guys' mission is at the night ship and what you're trying to do as well too. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to hear from her. Like I said, I'm for sure trying to find a way to change my life, man. Like right now, the ways that we going, I wouldn't be around too long. So, like I said, this is probably the best opportunity for me. So I'm all in for sure.
Straight up, and you seem like someone who can navigate those different spaces because like this is more of a professional business one, and then night shift I become more of a comedian, and then after that I go to Bruce Banner spaces and just I'm freestyling all night and we're just rapping. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
And it's
no
like there's
lie.
3 different me's that people know, and they come into different spaces and like, why aren't you freestyling? I'm like, it's the middle of the day, bro. That's a nighttime thing.
Hey, no lie. Those late night spaces been saving my life, probably.
Straight up. And then after the freestyle spaces, I'll go into like a late night and just like help people who are just like, I can't sleep, I'm not feeling good. You know what I mean? And just like help people like that. Like Amber Land hosts like that space. She'll host a late night. And she's just like mom who's up all night. Just like you can come lay in my bed and tell me about your problems. It's super great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to say something now. I forgot. I love when that
And Crystal, will
happens.
you tell him a little bit about Night Shift, and then I'm gonna bring up King Spaz and have him talk about his and have
What?
him intro, and we'll bring us all into the
Oh,
conversation together.
I remember what it was. I remember what it was.
Sure.
Before Crystal goes, Mojo, and on all your different things that you got going on there, is there anything that you would want some advice on or
Um,
help with?
I definitely would want advice or help with the filmmaking side for sure.
Oh,
I got you,
I
bro.
I I
I'm a
love
film director
music.
and music video director. I got you.
Oh,
yeah.
Serious?
see,
No,
I
seriously. Like Hype Williams DP trained me. Like I've been doing music videos for 15 years. That's
like
my
when I
mission.
say I'm ready to go, I got scripts, I got ideas. I'm ready
Yeah.
to go. I've
Yes.
been just kind of stuck around, the environment. So I'm like,
I
man,
was gonna ask, dude, because that's my criteria for fucking with people. They have to have a lot of the work done, and they have to have a vision. Because it's like I can help them bring their vision, but you can't teach vision, and you can't give someone a vision because then they're not going to be with it. Right.
I have a show that's already ready, and I plan on filming a couple short stories over the summer. My uncle was just telling me before he passed that if I change my environment, change my atmosphere, I'd probably be unstoppable.
There you
So
go.
that's what I'm
Not
focused on right
probably.
now.
Not
People can't get
probably.
better in the
You're
same environment that
definitely.
made them sick.
You're definitely not probably. You're definitely
Yeah.
unstoppable.
You cannot get well in the same environment that made you
Yeah.
sick.
Aren't you grad? Aren't you grad? You got me to crow host.
Aren't you glad? I'm so glad I got Brad.
Yeah.
Crystal, tell us a little bit about Night Shift, and then I want to bring King Spaz in because we've been
Huh.
super rude and not including him in the conversation. I'm sure he has a lot of awesome things to share. So
Yeah. I'm agreeing with
Okay,
the whole
sorry. I don't know if you guys
stupid
said
part.
anything to me earlier, but I was having a lot of trouble with my Bluetooth, so I just came back in and
No
got
problem.
audio. So
I was just telling Mojo a bit about
yeah,
Night Shib, and I was like, this is if I want to hook you up with the fam, because like he's like I can tell already he's got some talent. He's just like kind of holding it back, and that's what you guys really like. You created an artist. Like there was a hidden artist, and you guys like made me feel comfortable doing it. You know.
Hey, so Crystal, you got that in common. You're holding back your talents.
for sure. It's always nice to. It's really nice to just hang out with people that have common interests and like to do certain things that are on a similar level, like musicians. It's crazy how we kind of just flock together, and I just think it's the neatest thing in the world. And the night shift, it's run by people that really appreciate music, right? And we really, really appreciate independent artists, and we want to showcase them as well. That's one of the biggest things that we like to do. It doesn't matter which space we're running, because we have different themes throughout the week for every day. But yeah, the night shift started just because when the market was down, people seemed really down, right? So CFP and it was actually CFP's idea, originally to kind of do something for everybody and try to have some fun and cut loose and get everybody's mind off the market and everything. So we all kind of we still talk about the markets, but it's not a whole lot. We prefer to have some. Oh my gosh!
It's like a no work talk kind of space. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
cocktails after at the bar. It's like no work talk, we're drinking.
for sure. That's why it's like so late at night, nice wine and everything, and we just have a lot of fun with each other. I think I'm perfect, but
Are you hanging out with Timberland again?
It may be rugging a little.
Carpeting. Okay,
Oh,
that's
carbon.
you
I
now.
gotta
You
get on the
20
lingo. My bad.
push-ups. 20 push-ups for Mojo.
Brad coined the term carpeting, and he coined the term
Factual facts. No, I didn't coin it. I ran with it.
Well, Crystal just dropped some factual facts. So everyone listening, you're all invited to the Night Shib. There's an actual account for it too. It's at the Night Shib. That's SHIB, like a Shiba Inu. And but you don't have to be invested in Shib. You don't even have to care about Shib. It's just it's just kind of what the name is and what it became, and that's how the family knows. If you changed it now, everyone would be lost and be so confused. You'd be like, who are we? What is
the Night German Shepherds?
The Night German Shepherds, the Night Huskies. We could always be the Night Wolves.
The
night palm cheese. Let's go.
Night bums.
The Night Pomeranians.
I mean, it could always just become the night shift because and I call it the night shift sometimes because that's like what it is. It's like literally the night shift. It's like someone's got to do this at nighttime, so they hold down the fort.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like guarding the wall, like they took the black in Game of Thrones.
That's way better than mine. I was like the night shit.
The night shits.
No, the night shits. Come on.
Brad, the funniest thing is there's a joke in one of my shows, on my show Girl Gang, about that. Like they're creating a gang to beat up date rapists at night. That's the plot of the show. It's a bunch of girls who get together to beat up date rapists at night. So they wait for them outside the bar, and like as they're accosting girls, they just beat the living fuck out of them. So that's the show. It's called Girl Gang, and and it's based on Ninja Turtles and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And the twist is they rip off one of the dude's arms, and a bunch of blue blood sprays out, and they find out that they're vampires, and they're actually like blue bloods, and all the vampires run the nightclubs, and it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So that's what. So live action. It's all fight. I trained with my partner and I. We trained with Jackie Chan, stunt coordinator, for a few months, and we're both martial artists and stuff. So we've been choreographing the scenes and writing the show for a long time. But it's all fight sequences. So it's a show to just showcase how good we are at doing fight scenes. Yeah.
I trained with nobody.
Brad trains with no one. You're training with me.
I trained with nobody, and I did these scenes where I'm like totally killer, and I still managed to lose the fight. Yeah.
I want to have King Spaz come up and tell us a little bit about himself, Brad. What's happening? We had you introduce you before, but your mic wasn't working, I think. His mic still might not be working.
Let's go, King Spaz.
I just want to say,
throw him the co-host. Okay.
What's up, Crystal?
Thank you.
Oh, Christiano, yeah,
thank you so much.
I'm gonna listen. I've got a lot of stuff to do, so I'll be here with you guys. Okay. Just gotta have a listen.
Thank you. It's great seeing you.
Cristiano, throw him a co-host.
I just did. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, it might power up his
microphone.
Maybe.
I don't know how any of this works, I swear. That was the amazing Crystal. Crystal's just like super supportive, foundational voice in the space. It just kind of like is always there and helpful, and just provides a family and a home. Matthew, the amazing Matthew, is here. What's up, bro? So King Spaz, just anytime your mic works, jump in, bro. You have an open invitation to speak. I don't know what's happening with your mic. Maybe I can DM you and see what's going on. I'm gonna restart phone because can't hear anything.
He in one of the groups that we're both in,
Mhm.
which I accidentally kicked you out of when I was blocked you yesterday.
Oh, Crystal, did you know that when Brad blocked me on the stream yesterday, when we were joking around about that, it kicked me out of all the group texts we were in? So like, I don't have any. Like, I thank God it didn't kick me out of the night shift text. I would have come to your house. That's like a lot of like conversations, you know. You would have
So,
like, yeah.
but I kicked you out of the tag.
It
The
kicked me out of
tag group.
only the music ones and the business stuff that I needed.
You know the one with tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kicked you out of there. I just added you back though.
Oh, thanks. Nice of
Yeah,
you, Brad.
no problem.
Brad's sitting there on the stream. He's like, "I'm gonna block you. Look, there's no consequence." I'm like, "There has to be some sort of consequence. Like, otherwise the block button wouldn't be for anything." He's like, "No, it's fine." He blocked me because he was trying to prove that it wouldn't kick me out of the space, and it didn't kick me out of the space, but just kicked me out of every
I
group
kicked you out
chat.
of every group chat we're in.
You mother.
Oh, that was funny.
You're lucky. You're funny, bro.
No,
You're
what was
lucky. I
the?
like you, Brad.
Yes, I am. What was the whole thing about? I was killing your phone. Was it the like when every time I switched the emoji on a chat, you would get like a notification?
Yeah. So Brad was slamming back and forth between a smiling and crying emoji or whatever on
No,
the message, and
the
every
shocked
single
one.
time it was like,
Oh,
like my phone's on my desk and it's just like vibrating and vibrates onto the floor. I'm like, what is
oh, I
happening
didn't
right
know
now?
that.
Yeah.
Me
He
and
sent my phone running
Crystal,
across the room.
Crystal showed me that you could change your emoji. Like, like once you've chosen one on a text, you can change it like rapid fire. So we would
Yeah,
make
and
it
it
like,
notifies you every time. So
oh my God.
it just was
But for
sending like
us, like
a
we were
thousand.
staring at the chat, right? So it was just like, watch how fast, like when it
Yeah,
changes, it's like,
it toggles back and forth.
happy face and then the shocked face,
Yeah.
happy face, shocked face, happy
Little
shock,
did
happy
you know
shock.
you were
It's
actually pulling a
fucking
Jimmy
hilarious.
and setting off my notifications like
Yeah,
crazy.
I did not know that.
You
You
did not
called me
know.
an asshole, man. That was real. That was so called
No, I
for.
called you an assho. It's different. ASSHOE. It's a different word.
Um, factual facts.
It comes from that clip. There was a clip of a dude from Taiwan,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's an amazing clip. So I'm gonna do the Taiwanese accent every once in like trigger warning, I guess, for people who are easily offended by comedy. But it's an amazing clip, and he goes, "Donald Trump, don't touch China. China is an asshole." And China is asshole became like
China's
a
asshole.
trending meme, and like there was all these just memes of China is asshole.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So Brad is asshole.
I'm asshole.
You
That's
are
okay.
asshole.
All right. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So
Oh man.
what's happening, Matthew? We're talking to the to Mojo the
And
ghost. He's
and
sharing his amazing
attempting to get
story with
King
us.
One up. Sorry,
What's up?
the
What's
point
up?
of me
What's
Glad to be
blabbing
happening?
off.
on here was that King One mentioned in a group chat that he has a shit ass laptop and
Yeah.
what is the problem? But I don't know why. Use your phone, King
King's Pass.
K winning
King's
something.
Pass. What's
Yeah.
happening also NS5, Brad? I was on the phone with like Matthew and NS5 for like ever last night. We just like literally designed the future of entertainment. It was great. So when we
Yeah.
finally get off of it, I usually get on a call with Brad before all this stuff. So he had an interview this morning, so we haven't even had a chance to talk. But when this is all done, we'll chat about it, dude. I'm super excited.
Does that mean you're gonna ream me out for something?
No, that means I'm going to bring you into like
Oh.
this whole thing because like Matthew's an amazing metaverse builder, and he showed me his 3D like project they're working on. It's just insanity. Like when I say like full scale architecture, like
Matthew.
full scale architecture with buildings and like things inside. Like holy crap.
Matthew, he's gonna ream me out, right, bud?
I mean, you didn't hear from me because it's a recorded space, but yeah, man, got a lot to look forward to.
Matthew, use your inside voice. Use your inside voice, man.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, hey!
Is
Back
Brad
to
talking?
the
Is
show.
Brad talking? I can't hear him.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
The
So
funny thing is when you whisper, I
I'll say
kind of
what? Say
can't
what?
hear you because I have it on speakerphone, so it kind of
I
does
have
work.
no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't whispering.
I'm just gonna go back in the recording and listen to it with a forensic Audiologist.
Go ahead. I didn't say anything.
For a forensic audiologist. Yeah, one of those guys with an audio microscope.
Holy fuck!
Is
I
that an
got
elephant, buddy?
elephants in my house again. Son of a.
So I want to chat with you a bit about what Matthew and NS5 were talking about. We'll talk about it after the stream, or maybe after we hear more about Mojo the Ghost, we'll chat about it. So Mojo, why don't you tell us more about in terms of your music, what are your inspirations and what kind of genre, what kind of vibe is it?
I would say my music. I don't think I could really put a label on it. I've got different projects inspired by many different people. My favorite artist is Michael Jackson, and then my second favorite artist of all time is Chief Keef. So my playlists are really crazy. Like I got Ariana Grande, Frank Sinatra, Doty Boys on there. Like I got a whole lot of different stuff. But I play guitar and ukulele. I've been learning for about 5 months now. I'm learning guitar, but I just kind of bought the ukulele just because I like it. So I figure I'll teach myself that as well. I got a private instructor. He's not always available, but he does let me send him videos, and he always corrects me. And whenever he can come by, he helps me out. But I'm planning on trying to bring all of this to the metaverse. So I got some stuff in my journal written down. It's called the Ghost World, is what I'm calling it. And
Nice.
I got 9 ghosts right now, so I'm kind of excited about it. And the 9 ghosts, they got names. I've released them on my EP covers. And what I haven't really said is the songs on those EP covers. They're kind of the ghost personalities there. So I got my one of my family members there in this I don't even really know what to call it, but it's like a task force and they help find children that have been abducted and stuff. So I made a song for him
Wow.
called Push Start 2. And so the hook is seeing the Amber Alert that you know. I made a promise, I'm bringing you home. Flew on the plane, activated the ghost. Gave me a briefing, I'm ready to go. Rolling the wolf, so I'm able to float. Mission was heavy, debrief on the boat. Sat next to sky and we was on the floor. Writing a story in one of her books. Took a trip way out to London to look at some property. Ate me a muffin. So with that, I want to I plan.
So with that, I'm just gonna rap really fast and really awesome.
Bars.
That was
And so
dope.
with that, just carry on. Yeah, like nothing. Man, that was awesome, dude. Holy
I
shit.
appreciate it.
Fuck.
But I'm trying
Now,
to
yeah. Okay,
I
now
want to make a universe, and I want to have people be able to. I don't actually know how the metaverse works yet, but if you can design your own ghost, or if you can use one of the 9 that I have, then you
Bro,
could just
Mojo,
kind of
you're
float
sitting with
around.
the metaverse panel right now. The two dudes that just jumped in and Brad. This is the three smartest people that I've met that understand how to build and how to build dope things. So literally, feel free to ask questions. Go nuts.
what Tater's here?
No, you.
Oh me.
Estúpido? Yeah. You and Matthew and NS5.
I got this. The story that goes with the ghost is called "The Saviors of Zion," and so
Yeah.
the 9 ghosts they actually have. So I can kind of leak the plot a little bit. The ghosts they meet each other over the course of the first 5 episodes. In the first one, 2 of them meet each other, and throughout the first 5 episodes, they run into each other through different circumstances, and they each have a specific weapon that they can use and only they can use, or a specific gift that only they can use. And so they got these so it would seem that they'd be unstoppable, but the antagonists are people that aren't as gifted as them, but they have the wealth. And so they can, while the ghosts find these relics, there's relics that are powered up around the world, and each relic has a different charm, I'll call it for now, a charm that activates when you hold the relic. And so the ghosts, their power leads them to the relic. And the antagonists, the wealthy guys, their wealth leads them to the relics. And there's only 2 maps in the world that can show you where the relics are, and there's a half map that only shows you where some of them are. And the ghosts have one, the antagonists have one, and we don't know who has the third one, right? The third half right now. And so hopefully I can get that taken off. I'm not sure if I want to make it
Right.
kind of animated, if I want to do it with, real people and
I
just
mean,
give them the
I could
names.
see that as an animation, but I heard a game and all that. Like what you just said, I heard so special abilities, I heard weapons, right? So that's both like if you're talking NFTs, right? Like, because my whole job is to like take art and commerce and kind of smash them together and be like, let's be honest, like we're not trying to be starving artists anymore, right? That's what this whole space is about. Web3 is just a bunch of Web2 people who didn't want to be starving anymore, right? That's what we're doing here. So I'm like, so I mean, anyone who gets offended by me talking like money and trying to monetize everything, like that's why I'm in this space. So you can just go to a different place where you want to be broke. Over here, we talking money, right?
Yeah,
So
suck a
yeah,
duck.
suck a dick. I'm not gonna be feel
No, a
bad for
duck.
talking
A
money,
duck.
honestly. So
You
like
a
over here,
duck.
suck a duck. Autocorrect. So we are talking money over here, and I heard like weapons, NFT. I heard special abilities, NFT, like your traits, right? I heard races or like different kinds of ghosts, I mean, different shapes or different like spectral forms, right? I also heard the world building, right? The antagonists, which who can get the, I heard basically paper hands versus diamond hands, or like basically people who can pay into the game. Those are the antagonists, and it's fine because like there's a bunch of Board Ape Yacht Club type people that like want to be antagonists. You know what I mean? Like they're down to play that role. Like you can get Martin Scarelli like aping into your game. You know what I mean? Like he'll be like, yeah, I'll be the antagonist, I'll be the villain. Like he wants to play the villain. There's people who just wear the black hat, because it's fun. So like get those people to come in and be like, it's the money people versus the people who actually care about the game and actually play, to play to earn versus the pay to earn people, and like see who's like have that battle, and they both like have to race to the objective. And that's just I hear like a game, and then obviously everything we're building here and we talk about is we try to build things with legs, right? So I was talking to NS5 and Matthew last night, late night, and we were talking about like an idea they had for a music video. I'm not going to share any details, guys, but an idea they had for a music video, and I was like, cool, could this be a TV show? Because everything I do, I'm like, this needs to be a show as well, because otherwise it's not worth the effort of like building the characters, building the whole thing, creating this universe and this world, and then by the time you're finally like the best at that, you put out the video and you're done. You know what I mean? So that's why we don't do movies at Stay Tuned. My company's called Stay Tuned. We do shows, and everything's a show, and everything's a game, and everything's a world, and everything's a metaverse, because it's like you don't know that thing's not going to pick up, and you don't have to make some weird writing decision to like make it,
Yeah.
have legs. It's like I like when movies are open ended at the end. It's like, did the villain die?
Have
We don't
as
know.
many irons in the fire as possible, right?
Yeah, it's a buckshot approach because you never know what's going to stick, and what kind of. Also, I was telling them about having at Stay Tuned, we have a different art style for every project and every show, right? So I can work with multiple teams at the same time and just let them be like, you have the whole reins for this and go nuts. But also because you never know what kind of art style is going to vibe with people. Because unfortunately, like the way it is, everything's played silent until you turn on audio and social media. So it's really like the first thing that grabs people is going to be the art, not the writing, not the comedy, which sucks for people like me who are want to do the writing, the comedy, and the music, and have that be the draw. But it's like you still have to grab them with the art. That's why I spent so long making sure Jesus Danger Christ looked like South Park. You know what I mean? And looked like South Park, but better. It's like a better quality South Park. That's what we went for. Like South Park with slightly better quality, like as though like people they put more energy, because South Park's kind of crudely animated on purpose, right? So like, but that's the visual draw, and then you get in there and you're like, oh my god, this is funny, and there's funny music, and there's funny comedy, and it's like quick and fast because we've been writing it for 3 years and rewriting it and working on storyboards and compressing them. So like, yeah, Mojo, I was running NS5 and Matthew through the process last night. We work on the Pixar process, so we just do storyboards and everything. We have like writer's room, break it down. We have storyboards, and we basically work on it in storyboards. And then when that's done, we take the storyboards and we go into production. So that's pre-production. Then we go into production, and production for us is we get our audio recording done, right? We record our audio sync, and that's going to be your final like master track, right? Once that recording is done, that's the audio play that you're basically making this movie on top of, right? Because that never changes, so everything stays in sync, right? Like basically when you're recording music, and then we put the storyboards, we animate them slightly, and we put them on top of that audio track and marry them together, and that's the video animatic. So that's production is done. So now you're basically done with your film, and then everything else, the animation, we call that post production, right? So that's like actually because it helps us realize like when we're done with something. And so we have storyboards that we put up for Jesus Danger Christ and some of our shows that are like awesome and watchable and funny. And if you can laugh at the storyboard, then it's going to work when it's animated. And so Pixar will send something way back to the first stage again if people aren't laughing at the animatic. And so that's what's so interesting with the process. And also like as you noticed, I don't have to hire any contractors to build it until the very end. So it's like people don't realize you spend, probably Pixar spends 3 years doing that process for 2 years before they even animate. So we try to get that way less than 2 years, but like I try to explain to people that like that's a main part of the creative process because like just like with film,
Oh.
yeah, with live filmmaking, it's like it's easier to cut something in writing, and in the script you can just cut a scene. That's way easier than to like or to change it in writing than to change it like in post.
Right.
Changing it in post is expensive. It's like fix it in pre. There's a whole bumper sticker campaign around LA for the post production community that
Yeah.
says fix it in pre, and it's an editor screaming fix it in pre instead of like fix it in post. It's like fucking change the
Okay.
writing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like write better. Like fix it then. Don't make me try to make
Can,
your
can
movie
I
make sense.
can I interrupt,
Yes, please.
Cristiano? You
No.
should share your work to these everyone who hasn't even yet seen your work
Oh, most
because I
definitely.
think
I'll pin it to
it's
the top.
pretty amazing.
Sorry.
See, that's the community here. We all remind each other to promote each other.
Yeah, sorry. SN5. I said no just because everybody says yes, and I just figured I'd say no just to see what kind of reaction we get. But it was supposed to be funny.
You know what? Call me Nav. That's my name. Call me Nav.
Nav?
Yeah.
Because you navigate stuff, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that fits. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
navigator.
Oh, are you the one on the navigation on the cars and you leading people to like lakes
Yeah.
and shit that
He's
they
like,
don't want
take
to
a
go
left
to?
into the harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my name is Navi.
You.
Navi. That's actually my name. Navi.
Are
Do
you
you work
related to
for
that Garmin
Star?
guy?
What is it? iStar. You work for iStar, don't you?
Yes.
Son of a
Keep that a
beach.
secret, okay?
Son of a beach. I knew it. I knew it.
I call him Nav because when I see Navi, it reminds me of the little
Avatar.
fairy. No, not even Avatar. The little annoying fairy in Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, who just followed you around and be like, "Listen,
Hey,
hey,
Matthew. I think Matthew. Oh
listen." And you're like,
man,
"Shut up,
Matthew,
Nav."
you wanna tell him the story about your one of your best friends? How it was meant to be. So I run, like me meeting with Matthew and Mick. It was meant to be to meet Matthew. Tell him about your friend.
Matt's gonna go. Which one are you talking about? I have one of those.
I think, yeah.
Friends, I don't have any
Like,
friends. What are you
I
talking
was
about,
so
bro?
vague.
Nah.
I was like, hey, tell him about that guy we
You
met.
don't have any
The guy with the
friends.
hair. The guy with the hair. Tell him about the guy with the hair that we met last week.
You know, the guy with the
Yeah.
shoes. The shoes.
Yeah,
The guy with the yeah.
Remember that other guy with the elbows? That guy was hilarious.
Yeah, Joey
That with the
Elbows. Yeah, he always
remember
had two
that?
elbows. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You know the guy next to that one guy next to
Yeah,
that one
like
tree by that one
yeah,
tree.
that
Oh,
guy.
for sure,
That
for
guy.
sure. Got you, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jimmy 2 Feet. He always had 2 feet. Yeah, Jimmy 2 Feet. I remember him.
Jimmy 2 feet. Yeah. Okay, Matt. Well, good luck with that, bud. Not sure who he's talking about, but you go for it. Tell us about your friend, the guy with the hair and the elbows.
No, yeah. So I got like this childhood friend of mine who's been just grinding away at learning how to produce music, and I remember just introducing him to Nav, and I was like, hey man, you should like check out his beats, check out his SoundCloud. Like I think he's really like onto some cool stuff here. And he was like, yeah, what's his name? Like, would I look up? And I was like, I think it's Navi. And he's like, bro, you're fucking with me. And I'm like, no, like it's just his name, man. And he's just incredulous like the whole time, like he just can't believe me. And I'm just like, yeah, man, like it's just Navi. And he's just like, why does he have my name? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should collab with him. Maybe it's just a sign in the stars. Like, just let it happen, bro. So like,
You know two
the whole
Navies?
time. Well, that's just his artist name. And so
damn.
And he based
when
that
you
artist
That's
from
crazy.
Zelda.
yeah,
That's his
so
favorite
you
game.
got that
Yeah.
reference. That's exactly where
Oh,
it
so
came
he's
from.
all about that annoying
Yeah.
fairy.
Yeah. So that's
Exactly.
funny how you said that.
And so like that was literally like one of his sound tags, like right before the soundtrack starts, it's like, hey, and then it's just like bass drops.
Listen, I love that.
And then it was just like,
I do love it when
hilarious,
people sample her in music. That's like my fave.
And so yeah, that's really how they met. And like Nav just felt like he was just having this epiphany. He's just like, Navi and Navi, it's meant to be, man. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I think he just likes video games, but definitely meant to be. And like, yeah, they like we literally just hopped off a call. Like they were just collabing on a track.
Yeah, like realistically, how many
Navi, everything
Navs
is
do you
fate.
know? How many Navs do you know, right?
Dude, straight up. I'm with Navi. Everything's fate. I lived next door to my girlfriend my whole life. Not really next door, but like down the street, and I didn't even know. And now we're dating, and like we met like downtown in New York, and we were living like next door to each other, and we had never passed each other. Like,
Whoa.
you know what I mean? It was just we were meant to meet at that moment. Like not.
That's
all the
some
other
Disney
times.
Channel stuff.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was
it
gonna
was
say your love
crazy.
story is a Pixar movie, exactly.
Yeah, we're like passing each other the whole time, and then we meet in our 30s. We're both jaded and shit. It's fucking perfect. We're both all jaded. We're like, hey, I'm fucking giving up on love, and me too. We're like, let's do that together. So we're together giving up on love. Here we are. She's upstairs cracking up right now. I have the peanut
That's
gallery
hilarious.
upstairs. The orchestra.
Oh my god.
The mezzanine is loving this right now. I live in a
Yeah.
loft, and she's up in the mezzanine.
Oh my god.
And the
that's
mezzanine
cool.
is applauding. So
Yeah. Oh, you know what else would be funny? Like get married and then like 5 years after marriage, ask for prenup.
a retroactive prenup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they make those, Brad.
Who cares? Just do it.
I don't think. I think that's that was the. It's like if you do that, like she can kill you, and it's like the law.
Yeah, I know, but
She's
it'll
allowed
be
to murder
funny.
you.
It'll be fucking funny. Just fucking do it in 5
Just
years
do
from
it.
now. Just do it.
See, we're business partners, so like everything we do in Stay Tuned, we do together. So it's like that's why, and to me, that's super important and foundational because I've had so many non-supportive partners, and so I'm just like, I literally went through. I got divorced, and I went through like 3 or 4 different girlfriends, and was like, all right, can you work with me? No, bye. Can you work with me? No, bye. Like they just washed out because they washed out like in the company, and then we'd break up.
I
You
would
know,
have
because it
started
was
this argument funny.
well, because I'm married to my company, so it's like if you're going to be in this throuple, you got to be cool with like my primary partner.
Yeah.
You know, my primary partner is my work, and so it's like you're the side chick, and every like person that dates me needs to know that, but they don't. And she's the first one that like got that, where she also wants to marry my primary partner, which is the work. Because when I first met her, I was like, "What do you do?" And she's like, "I'm a bartender." I was like, "But what do you really want to do?" Because like I know like bartenders always have a side thing. And she goes, "I want to create the next Family Guy." And I was like, "Excuse me, miss." And that's for anyone that knows me. That's literally what I do.
Match made in heaven, Christiano.
Yeah, and so then like literally like we just chatted all night, and then been dating for 3 years, and like that's like the important thing is it's so foundational that we work together and we write together and we've written all these shows together, and so that's why like Matthew, I was telling you about Princess Ninja, the show that Matthew and Ennis Favre and Navi were going to help me get together and get the 3D animation or 3D illustration and assets done on. Is so important because it's written about her and it's written for like young tom girls who like don't want to. It's like kind of for Cartoon Network kind of thing, like for young tom girls who don't want to fit into gender norms and don't want to be a princess and more want to be a ninja and want to be like a tomboy and dirty and rolling around in the dirt, you know, and like no one's making shows for them, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like all my favorite people now as a grown up are those girls or those women or those savages, you know. They're all savages, yeah. But they're like those are the ones, you know. They compete in a man's world and they like win. And so it's like I end up around a lot of those people, like just in industry and in business and in this space too. And it's like, you know, like Amber as a kid would have loved Princess Ninja. She literally was like telling us stories about how she was beating up, you know, someone in the backyard. Like I was like, yeah, no, you're a Princess Ninja kid, you know, like, and we want it to be like that. We want to have an option for kids who are like, maybe I want to get violent and punch the boys, and because I think they're cute, you know.
Yeah, I want to be a Princess Ninja kid.
You are a Princess Ninja.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
You just got to work on the ninja part.
Wait, what?
What? Mojo, Mojo. So that's super dope. Do you like the idea of like? I'm not trying to like mess with your thing, but like I do see that as a game as well as a show. Like that's so dope.
Yeah, nobody wants to be messing with anybody's thing.
No, yeah, you
This
actually
is
And the
not
anime
that
style
kind of
too,
show.
you know, be dope.
Not that kind of
that
show.
actually might be the route that I
Don't-
need to go
don't
instead
encourage
right there.
Don't encourage.
Yeah,
them.
because even as a ghost, you can fly. You know, you can hover or fly. Like the controls become so much more fun if you're not like a grounded, you know, walking character. You can be like, yo, this characters can fly around the metaverse, and like, there's not a lot of metaverses that are even doing that. Where it's like, why do I have to walk? This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I fly in every metaverse? I do not understand why I can't fly. It's like, the
And
only
we
thing I wanna
know a metaverse that will allow you to fly even if you're buck naked.
do. OVR apparently.
No, that was M5. That was M5.
M5.
Yeah, that was not OVR. No.
Yeah. So I mean, so any metaverse builders, platform builders listening, we just let us fly. It literally is like a checkbox.
Well, yeah, but in
It's not
space
hard.
you can jump like a million miles away. Like
No, I need to be able to fly around spatial. If I'm going to be creating things, like I can't be creating things from the ground. That makes no sense. I need to be in God mode. Every other builder in the planet has God mode. We just float around and you build.
Yeah.
You know, I've been building like if Little Big Planet comes out like Mythical or
Little Big Planet.
Yeah, Media Molecule. Those guys who created Little Big Planet, like they had a
Media
world builder.
Molecule.
You never heard of them?
No.
Oh yeah,
Little Big Planet is legendary. That game's
legendary.
goated.
Yeah, that game was
hold
like
on.
it has all the awards, and so basically they changed the game. They created a game builder, and they created a whole system where like there's all these little planets that people build on their own, and it's like the games that the people build are way more fun than the actual like game, and it got that way like in like 3 to 6 months, and now it's just like There's legendary builders in there.
Let me get this straight.
Those are the kids that are going to take over Sandbox.
Okay, it's Little Big Planet by
Media Molecule is the name of it.
Oh,
Media
see,
Molecule.
now you got to get both games, and we're not gonna see you for like 2 months.
Yeah, no, Brad's going to make bye-bye. That game is so much fun because you can play it with anyone of any age. It's like for all ages, and it's like PlayStation Super Mario. Like it's owned by Media Molecule, got bought by PlayStation, so it's like one of their internal ones. Like PlayStation owns them, and they own Naughty Dog, who I never even told this story, and I'll tell it one day. I don't know if you guys know, but I shot a web series for The Last of Us with Naughty Dog before all this HBO stuff, and no one's ever seen it. It's just sitting on my Vimeo, and like me and Brandon, the two my co-writer on it, are the only ones who've ever like really seen it, and the Naughty Dog people too.
You should see my face right now.
Crazy. Dude, so any Last of Us fans, hit me up and I'll send you the Vimeo link if you want to check it out.
Seriously,
You can't be sharing the password.
Should see my face right now. I'm like confused.
Dude, it was super cool. They were like brought us in because we were doing Vines, and they were like,
aren't they doing like a TV show of The Last of Us?
HBO right now. Yeah,
they're shooting that in my city, outside of my city.
Dude, that's nuts.
Where's my city?
Calgary.
Oh, you're
of course
Canadian?
they're shooting up there.
I'm Canadian.
He is Canadian. That's why I wanted you guys to meet.
Canadian. We're Canadian now.
Canadian.
Our
you're chill Canadians.
Double agent communists.
Canadians.
China.
Oh, Chinadians. Yes, you are Chinadians.
Yes, we live in igloos too.
You guys live in China.
Man, hey, I spent the last like God knows how long.
America's hat is now made in China, guys.
Don't live in igloos. Don't fuck that up.
You guys live in China.
No, it's true. It's true.
No, it's not true.
No, it's true.
Somebody eject him. Eject him.
He's spreading a false rumor about.
He is, and we have electricity, people. Americans be thinking we live in igloos.
And you do lock your doors after Michael Moore fucking spoiled that for everyone.
Right.
He was like, Canada doesn't lock their doors. And it's like, thanks a lot, fatty. Now we do. The fuck? Why are you televising that?
Hey, we used to live in good neighborhoods.
Yeah, like we used to have a good neighborhood. And he's like, no, they don't even lock their doors and they have free health care. Get up there.
Oh my God.
Bro, leave Canada alone.
Oh, Navi.
He kind of screwed you guys.
iStar leading people to fucking nowhere, and then Igloo does Navi, buddy. I didn't know you were Canadian too.
He's a navigator from Calgary.
Brad, where are you from?
I'm in Ontario.
Nobody's perfect, my friend, but it's all good.
Nobody's perfect.
We all love each other.
Navi, I want to make you a profile picture. That's an alligator.
I'm not arguing this. Ontario's sucking some ass.
I want to make Navi a profile picture that's an alligator, like a little cartoon alligator for a PFP, like an NFT PFP, and it'll be the navigator.
I've been to Calgary.
That's a good one. I like that.
Right? And you'll be the navigator, and he'll have like a compass, and he'll be like this way.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I like
the navigator. Right? I'm thinking about doing that, just like PFPs for all my friends, like that are like just individual and just like one of one legendary ones, like one of one NFTs that it's just like I made this for you. It's a one of one mints. Like don't sell it or you're an asshole because it's made for you, and rock it whenever you want and have it as PFP whenever you want, and it's like whatever your spirit animal is. Because my fans used to be called Christianimals. My Vine fans, and they named themselves that, and it's so weird because my parents called me that growing up. They called me a little Christianimal because I had no shoes and lived in the woods and had like sticks in my hair.
I thought they nicknamed you Screecher Creature.
Actually, my nickname was Lumpy as well.
Ooh, I don't want to know why.
Because I had so many lumps on my head because I was a fullback. I would just run into the side of the table and then like no one would like make a big deal out of it, so I just get up and run away.
You were the Concussion King, were you?
Yeah, dude, Concussion King. My other name was the Pancake Kid because I would go into the diner and they would like fucking like start just making them. They knew, and I would just house like 3 stacks of pancakes. So they knew. They called me the Pancake Kid. Yeah, that might be my rap name too. It's kind of a cool rap name.
Nothing breast related. You didn't have pancake titties.
I did have pancake titties from all the pancakes.
Okay.
They don't tell you about you are what you eat. So I was a stack of pancakes. I was a little Italian stack of pancakes. I was so chubby, bro. I didn't thin out till like when I was an adult.
You're in what? You're in Baltimore?
In Baltimore. I didn't thin out till like recently,
for
like 5 years ago, just from Good Diet. Voldemort. You don't say that name. From Good Diet, honestly.
That's true.
Yeah. But NS5, I want to make you the navigator. I like just make everyone like a Brad.
You want to make him the navigator? He leads
He'd be an
people
alligator.
in the middle of fucking nowhere.
He would be an alligator. Brad, what would your spirit animal be? I think Mojo would be a wolf because Mojo, you got wolves on your profile.
100%. 100%.
You're
Mojo, I was
asking a
thinking of doing a
green
wolf PFP
flaming
project, like because like the wolf
fucking
pack or some shit like
moron.
that. Because I vibe with the wolf so much, and I just want
Hmm.
to like get with other wolf people.
Hmm.
You know,
You want to
that's what's
know
so
why I
interesting about
love
this. That we're like
wolves? I
gathering
got
around totems.
I got a crazy story about the reason why that's my favorite animal.
Please, bro, tell me.
So when I was in the fourth grade, I used to walk home by myself all the time late at night, and we lived literally one street in front of the woods. Like the woods was they didn't have any gates there at the time, and it was before they started building neighborhoods and sectioning stuff off. So I was walking home one night. It was about, I know it was after 1 a.m. for sure, because it was 1:02 before my phone died. So I'm walking down the street, and there's just one street light left. And I used to always just run between the street lights and never walk in the dark areas. And so as I'm running underneath the street light, I stopped next to this mailbox because I saw a big old dog, or what I thought was a dog. And the longer I was looking at it, I was like, man, that dog comes over here, I'm definitely jumping on this mailbox. And I started like looking closer, and my eyes started adjusting to the darkness. And I realized the dog was roughly the size of the mailbox, like over half of the size of the
Oh damn.
mailbox. Yeah, so I was like, man, that's a big old dog. And I saw the tail was like kind of jagged a little bit. And I was like, what in the world? And it walked into underneath the street light. So underneath that little orange hue of street light, I see a big old paw and a long snout and some pointy ears. And I was like,
Damn, bro.
yo, I was like, my blood in my body was just frozen cold. And it just
It was
looked
an
at me.
elephant.
It looked my way. It walked into the woods, and they was on my street. So that street light was the last street light I had, and I had to make a right turn to get
Bro.
on my street. He take a left and walks into the woods, and I just take off running with everything I got. Like I'm running so hard, I feel like only my toes are touching the ground each time. Like
Ooh.
it is so crazy. And I make it. I didn't even run all the way to my house. My house is 5 houses like down to go. I ran 3 houses up the street to my friend's house, and I spent the night
What's your
there.
40?
The fastest 40 I ever ran at
Yeah.
ETBU was a 4.34.
Bro, so when he says he's like his toes are tipping, he's probably running like a 4.2. He's probably running a 4.5
I
40.
wish.
Running from that. Well, bro, if they tracked you running from a wolf, yeah, you're racing around a 4.5 40.
Hand time, I ran a 4.34. So I think laser time, I probably had like a 4.4,
Whoa.
4.5 ish.
Yeah, put a wolf at the combine, bro. You running a 4.40. You're
Okay, on
breaking
your
a world
marks,
record.
get
Yeah.
set,
Wolf.
go.
Oh, and
Wolf energy hauling from your back.
my favorite race when I ran track is the 400. So I was not even worried about being tired at
Yeah.
all. I was like, man, I'm just trying to get going.
Yeah, but
And I
you
felt like
run
as
faster when shit's chasing you, though.
Yes.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was
It's
damn near
biology.
flying. I was
Yeah.
damn near
Yeah,
flying.
you hovering.
And so when I got home, I was there just like kind of sweating, rocking back and forth the next morning. And I was telling my friends about it. But you know, when you tell your friends a story, they're just kind of like, oh man, that's crazy. I'm like,
They're like,
bro,
yeah,
no.
you got the
Like,
chicken shit. There was
yeah.
nothing there. You're just making shit up.
Nah, I was like definitely like, pooping a little bit. And so
Yeah.
2 nights later is when I first heard the wolf howl, followed by the pack. And I was
Whoa.
sitting on that mailbox with my friends, and we heard the one long and then we heard the and I was like, those aren't coyotes because you hear the coyotes yelping before they were like
Yeah.
yum yum yum, and then
Yeah.
the wolves shut all of that down. I was like, yo.
When,
And then from that day on, I was like, I love wolves because I know by myself I'm a dog, I'm a beast. But when I get around people that think like me, like a pack, we could
Straight up.
run the whole forest for sure.
That's what I'm saying,
all I'm
bro.
thinking is Mojo, when you're talking about that incident where you're running like for your life, I'm just thinking of this sound.
Run.
One of those
And
beats.
Mojo's just levitating off the ground, and
I kind of feel
his
like
legs are windmilling.
I felt like it was that TikTok sound that oh no, oh
Oh no,
no,
no, no!
oh no, no, because I was like, oh my god, this is it.
Like when the paw stepped out, it was like boom. Oh no!
Yeah.
And it was like I felt like I saw like each individual paw pad, and I was like, did I like my vision zoomed in times
Yeah. Oh yeah.
5
You
just for
zoom
that
in, and yeah,
specific?
for
It was
sure.
so crazy. It was so
Wow.
Well,
crazy.
they say
Super
when you're on
focused.
adrenaline, right, you can run a lot faster than you ever did, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fear
that's
factor.
it's
Fear
amazing. Yeah.
factor kicks in you. I I'm like I am in the suburbs, but I've never seen a fox. I bought my house like 14 years ago. Never saw a fox. And then one week twice I see this fox, and the first time I see it, it's walking along this bike path that goes to my backyard, and it's just staring at me. But there's like a fence and stuff in between it, so I'm just like, holy shit. And then the next time I see it, I'm in the front of my yard. I'm standing in my front of my door, and I light my cigarette, and the sound of the lighter freaks the fucking fox. And it was about 50, 60 feet somewhere in there from me. And I look up and the thing bolts. And I had no fucking idea how fast foxes were. I'm 3 feet from my door. I just stood there and watched it run. But if it came towards me, it would have did the 60 feet or whatever before I did the 3 feet to open my door.
Oh yeah, no.
Definitely.
If a fox
Like,
decided to like
holy
fuck with you, yeah,
shit.
there's no
That thing
reason
is
you'd ever get away.
fast.
Yeah,
I had no fucking idea how fast they were.
bro.
I
A
was like,
horse
oh,
going full speed can barely keep up with a fox.
really?
Yeah, that's why that's why they use horses
Shit. Well, my
and like beagles
astrology
and
and
stuff. You know,
the horse looks like I was dead either way. Thanks, man. Thanks.
like a beagle full speed is like they train them just to be able to keep up with foxes and like grab those motherfuckers by the tail. But yeah, fox is my
You're not
totem, bro.
helping.
That's
You're not
fox is my
helping.
animal spirit. Like when I did my DMT trip, I met a fox. Like it was actually a fox with 9 tails. Crazy thing. And then I looked. I didn't even know that was a thing. And then I looked it up, and it's a kitsune. It's like a
Oh, so
Japanese
you're inbred?
inbred. No,
He's Naruto.
Is that
I met a
nine?
9 tails.
Yeah, so it's some sort of defect.
Well, I'm not. I don't have 9 tails. I met I
Oh.
met a spirit that had it was a white fox with 9 tails and it was like flying.
Oh, okay.
So like
Okay.
basically
So,
like Tales from Sonic is based on these things, the kitsune, and it's basically like they're like fox fairies, like a fox fairy in Japan. Kind of thing. It's the easiest way to describe it.
Tinkerbell.
Fairy,
Tinkerbell.
yeah, fairy of the woods, but they're a spirit of a
Dude, you
fox and
had
they
me at
shapeshift.
Fox now. You just had
Yeah,
me at
like there's a
Fox.
great Love, Death, and Robots about it in season 2, and it's like the story of the kitsune, and it's like they're shapeshifters, so they're beautiful women, and they shapeshift into foxes, right? And so they can shapeshift back and forth, and the amount of tails it has is how long it's been alive. So this thing with 9 tails, I think it was like 9 centuries old or whatever. This is all the folklore. And so it was very interesting because I learned all this afterwards. I didn't know anything about kitsune. And the craziest thing is if you look at kitsune, if you like Google it, I'll see if I can maybe find it and pin it. But like the picture in Wikipedia is a dude who looks just like me with my hair, with my beaded necklace on, like wearing exactly what I was wearing, looking up in the sky, being like, "What the fuck?" And there's this crazy fox swirling around his head, and I was like, "Well, that's me in my DMG trip." So it's like very weird. I'm like, "Which way does time work?" Kind of vibe, you know? It's a weird moment.
I remember my first time I did shrooms. I did 4 grams, and I climbed on my roof, and I looked up, and I felt like I zoomed out of space, and I could hear Jupiter. I don't even know how else to
And then
describe
I
it.
heard
I
Jupiter.
was, I was like, "What is this sound?"
It
I
was
felt like
like,
no, it was like more like some angelic, like you
like
know how
whale sounds.
when they circle their finger around glass with water
Yeah,
in
like
it.
a singing
Yeah,
bowl. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I felt like I heard different tones of that every time I looked at this specific star. I was like, bro, what the hell? So
You might
I
have
would
been
just,
just telegraphing Jupiter, bro. Like you turned on your radio transmitter. You know what I mean? Your radio receiver, and it's
that
like
is
the signal's
crazy.
always been transmitted. You know, like how like radio, like it's always through us. Like there's a radio going through us right now, and we don't hear the songs. You know what I mean? But like, and I've always wondered if that's why a song gets stuck in your head because it's like they are passing through your head all the time. And like but like if you have a radio, you can tune into that music and you can listen to music over the air. And so it's like, why wouldn't you be able to do that with like Jupiter, right?
Right? Because we are electromagnetic.
Yeah,
So it literally is
receivers and
melodies from
transmitters.
heaven.
Melodies from Heaven, bro. That's an album name right there, or song name. Melodies from Heaven. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your experience is so holistic and real that it's like that's gonna inform your music, and that's why I'm excited to like hear some of the stuff you have and just like hearing what you just did before. Like it just shows, you know what I mean? Like that's like the people that I mess with here on Spaces and that I put on and that I work with are the ones that like you can't fake that. They have the authenticity. They have some kind of backstory that informs who they are and why they are so unique, and like why they think in such a different way.
Wow. Not to go off topic, but to go off topic. I posted something up top by Tater, who was in the last space. And Formula, I know you grabbed a mic here, and I want to get your contribution as well. But have a quick look at what I posted up top. I think it is absolutely phenomenal what we're all dealing with and how the government is still trying to fuck with shit. But yeah, wow. While you guys are having a look at that formula, how's it going, bud?
Hey, can you hear me?
We can. We can.
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. Just listening to you guys. You guys have the best stories ever and best advisors that I know. So yeah, I'm just here. Oh, I wanted to mention something that happened to me. If it's okay with you guys, if you have time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Go
I
for it.
was training this guy in a cashier how to use a register and stuff like that, and then we had a customer in front, and then I was telling him, hey, look, this is the way you use the register, how you rig it up and stuff. And the customer was very patient, and she was like, oh, it's okay, I got time. And I was showing them, and we kept on going to the beginning and asking the customer for their personal information all the time, like your name, your address, your phone number, and then he would do a mistake, and we'll go back over again and start over again until the customer was like, it's okay, guys. I let people every day. I don't know, but it was. I
He
thought it
called
was.
you special ed?
I think she did because
No, the
she's like,
cashier.
no,
Oh.
the customer said it's okay. I deal with special ed people every day, like saying that we were
Yeah, yeah.
special ed.
But not you directly, the more the
No,
cashier
no,
that you were
no.
training.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. It was kind of. I thought. I don't know how to take it, if it was funny or you know. It depends how you take it, right?
No, that's funny. That's a rude ass thing for that person to say.
Yeah, no, yeah. Sometimes people just suck for no reason.
He's like, I
And
deal
I
with
was
special
like,
people all the time. It's like, bitch, come on. It's a
yeah,
trainee.
it's
It's
like I'm
different.
trying to train someone here.
Yeah. Ignorant, not special. It's different.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. That's
But
one of
yeah,
those like, oh yeah, let's just add a few extra costs to this bill, you know? But
yeah,
what can we charge them extra for?
yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's just I wanted to share that, and I was like, I didn't know how to take it, and I mean, obviously, I had a new person. I didn't know what to say after that.
So maybe we can provide some expert advice to a
Yeah,
situation like that.
yeah, because you're trying to be professional and train
Punch him in the
someone.
throat.
That would be my
No,
last
no,
day.
bad financial
Drop,
advice? Okay.
drop kick
Don't
them
punch
as
him in the
they're
throat,
leaving
I
the
guess.
store. Drop kick them in the back as they're leaving the store. That's my expert advice.
Your expert
Yeah,
advice is drop kick pencil case.
Drop kick pencil case at
You also
right in the
coined that
back
term,
as
right?
they're leaving the store. Yeah.
Where does that drop kick pencil case come from, bud?
Uh,
Like, why the pencil case?
oh, I know what it's from. It's from John Lajoie, who is a Canadian, a comedian as well. Actually, I'm going to play that track in this space. He's like a Weird Al, but he's a comedian. He does the music. He does short films. He does infomercials. One of his infomercials is his new invention is hands, and like, oh my god, it's just
Like,
like,
hands, just use them.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
things.
no, oh, dude, if you don't know who Jean Lajoie is, you'll be watching him for like
Is he a legend?
at least 3 months to watch all his stuff. He is on Twitter. He doesn't post a whole lot, but I am going to go and tee up. Was it something baby? I started as a baby. I started as a baby is the name
We
of the
all
track.
started as babies.
Yeah, I know, but this is like next level hilarious.
Some of us are still babies.
Factual facts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go tee that
I've
up.
met a lot of grown ass adult babies
Yeah, I'm gonna
where I'm
tee
like,
that
did
up so
just
we
no
can have
one raise you? What happened?
just so we can have a little break from the talking.
Please.
We'll play a funny track in here, but
Do you have the track ready?
no, I'm currently in my garage just having a cigarette here. Taking
Just
a
here in my
second.
garage.
Yeah,
Just
just having
like
a
Ty
second.
Lopez. Hey guys, just
Kinda.
here in my garage, just standing next to my Ferrari. And
What?
if you give
Yeah.
me a bunch of money, I'll tell you how I'm going to buy another one.
That's
That's
good.
basically what it
That's
is.
good. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
But do we not want to mention what we shouldn't mention? What happens in spatials stays in spatials, so we can get it on a recorded space? Because I think last
Voldemort?
time we talked about it, it wasn't recorded, or was it?
Yesterday? Yeah, we talked yesterday about it.
No, but was it? Did we talk about it in a recorded space?
Yeah,
Which one?
I think it was our space yesterday.
Oh, was it? Okay, then never mind. I'm not going to repeat that story. Yeah, never mind. You can go back and listen to it. It's
Go
worthwhile.
back and listen to it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you just joining us who have never heard this show before, we have everything. You can listen to it as a replay on Twitter here, or you can go onto my profile. And I guess maybe I should pin it, Brad, but I don't want to lose my Jesus Danger Christ pin. But you can go onto our profile. I'll post it every day, and I'll just say, hey, here's the link to watch our old shows. I'll say, hey, episode 7 is now up. So maybe I'll just do that every day, Brad. I'll put a little
That's a great idea.
post and say, hey, episode 8's now up. Go watch it. And this maybe a little write up about what the show was about.
For sure. And
Yeah.
after I play this hilarious track, which I need a couple seconds to bring up, I'd like to talk about that posting I put up top because I think it hits
Most def.
a lot of. Well, yeah. What do you think about that, anyways? Just
And
like,
if anyone, before we get into that, if anyone wants to really likes the show and wants to listen to any of the old shows and stuff and take notes, hit me up and maybe we can figure out some form of compensation or partnership or whatever, or cross promotion or barter system or chickens for eggs. I don't know, but like some kind of system because we need people to listen to all the old shows and just kind of like leave time codes about what the hell we're talking about. Because I don't have the time. I have to be making the new shows. So I need someone who really wants to, listen to the back catalog, which is now it's only 8 episodes right now, so it's kind of easy. I won't make you listen to the 24-hour episode. Don't worry. So if anyone wants that, just hit me up in the DMs later on. If you're listening to the show after, if you're a fan and you want to hear more Brad and Cristiano, Brad, I think that the thing you posted is terrifying.
no kidding. Like, no kidding.
It's like so. Basically, what I'm seeing is that all coins have to get like compliant with some kind of Fed
Yeah.
regulation.
Like, what the hell? Only in the States does it come out with crazy shit like that.
But like even if they're not in the States, they still have to.
I'm just seeing this for the first time. I have not gone into
Because
depth.
this might be part of the dead guy who's in charge, trying to drive all the business out of our country. He seems to be on a warpath, just
You
like
think?
drive us to nothing. I think they're trying to drive down the price of America so they can when they sell us to China, it'll be a better deal.
You think the States are going to
Like
get
what
sold
just happened to
to
China,
China
though.
too?
Yes, bro. They want the whole continent.
Oh
We have
God,
like lithium or something. I don't know. We have something underneath us that we don't mind.
Lord help us.
Oil.
Lord help us.
Yeah, China over there playing Monopoly in Africa right
Yeah, they're
now.
playing like Risk, bro. It's like it's kind of shitty. It's like because this is how everyone else felt for so long about America. You know what I mean? It was like we were just going around like conquering countries. It was like, man, what the fuck, bro? I don't want to be American. I want to be, whatever. And then I was just like, I don't want to be Chinese, bro. This is some bullshit. I got to conquer my country, bro.
Something is
Why are you trying to
seriously
conquer
off.
my country, China? What the fuck? China's asshole.
So
China's asshole. Saying
that's good. That's good.
Taiwan knows what I'm talking about. That being said, like all the Chinese American people, y'all are here, y'all are fighting for us, so y'all cool as fuck. I'm like
Right.
super cool with like tons of Chinese American people, like, but I'm like, if you're like working for China and trying to fucking take us down, that's some bullshit. And you asshole,
Asshole.
asshole.
Asshole. I gotta work
I'm
on
not
my.
actually doing an accent. I'm saying the words ass and then ho,
Yeah, no.
H-O-E.
I
And
gotta
if you
work on
say
my.
it in that order, it's impossible to not sound like you have an accent. I'm not
I have to work
actually doing
on.
an accent. I'm just saying asshole.
I gotta work on my Vietnamese accent. I guess.
Your Vietnamese accent.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Everyone stopped working on their racist accents. So now that like PC culture is dead, like the people who have been working on the racist accents are gonna like actually get ahead in comedy. Like Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have he already has an amazing career, but like he never stopped doing his quote unquote racist accents.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
his Chinese accent is one of the best on the planet.
Oh
Have
yeah.
you heard it? It's so funny.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, he's good.
It's
But
spot on.
Bobby Lee too.
Well, Bobby Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby
Okay.
Lee's actually, yeah, he does a really good accent actually because like he doesn't speak with an accent at all.
No. He's as American as they come.
So yeah, I told you I used to hang out with him a lot.
Yes.
Like maybe like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, because you're trying to make me jealous, and it works.
I wasn't trying to make you jealous. I just
A little
was
bit.
trying to make the show interesting with cool stories, and also like let you know. So it'd be like, hey, if you ever want to like, maybe I'll reach out to him and be like, hey, dude, it's been a really long time since we've hung out. Why don't you come on my show and say hi?
Yeah. Hey, Brad, why don't you just come out? We'll all hang out with Bobby Lee. Like it's no big deal. Fuck.
That would be
What the
fun.
fuck?
He's a really nice person.
He is. But
I just
okay.
want to be the dude who gets Joe Rogan on our show.
Ooh, yes.
Like, I want to be like
Yes.
the space that gets Joe Rogan into Twitter Spaces. We
It's
just onboard
coming.
his
It's
ass. I'm like,
coming.
dude, you could just do this. You could just do this, man. Come on, man. You just
Yeah,
do this, man. Just do this in the background,
for
man.
sure. Sure. I'd like to get John Lajoie on the freaking show, actually. That would be
I like
fucking
to get John
hilarious. You
Leguizamo
know,
on the show.
oh,
Or
or
John Cena.
what's his name there with the afro? Reggie
Oh my
Watts?
God, Reggie Watts would be amazing.
John
Yeah.
Cena is one of my favorite celebrities because I love that there's this ongoing thing that
I
we
was gonna
can't
say
see
that's why
him.
it's perfect because it's like we can't see him on the stream. So we'd be like,
Yeah.
John Cena
That's
is
what
here, standing next to us, and then me and Brad could post a picture of us standing next to John Cena,
it's still
and
not
just no
you.
one's there. Like John Cena found
Yeah.
a way to
Yeah,
visit both
Blake.
me and Brad at the same time. It was crazy. We both had a picture with him.
It's just a broomstick with a wig on
A broomstick with a wig. My friend got followed by John Cena, and then he posted a bunch of
it. Okay, maybe a 2x4 or
my
2x6.
Vine comedian friend, who's now an Instagram comedian. He got followed by John Cena, and he made a post of like just him like walking around different places and just like looking over his shoulder constantly. Like a
Oh
video, just like
God.
like a TikTok of it. It's great. He was like,
That's
John Cena is now
that's
following you. He was like, what? He's just everywhere. He's like, where the fuck is he?
oh my God. All right, here. Let me play this track, and then we'll talk about what's up top here. So this is Jean Lajoie. Started as a baby, and you got to really listen to the lyrics because I guarantee you will piss your pants. So hopefully you
Okay,
got your
so this is
laundry
John
done.
Cena. This is John Cena.
No,
Start.
John Lajoie. John Lajoie. Okay, here we go. Motherfuckers out there be talking about starting from the bottom, starting with nothing. Y'all don't know shit. That don't compare to the struggle I had to go through. Y'all better recognize, motherfuckers. Cause me, I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. Started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. When everybody look at me, yo, they can tell that I'm a grown up. 6'1", facial hair with the coffee cup. People saying what's up when they see me on the block. Cause they know I'm an adult and I know how to talk. Back in the day I couldn't talk, I was a baby. I didn't even know what English was, it sounds crazy. I couldn't even walk, my baby legs were way too weak. Look at me now, communicating on my 2 feet. And eating solid foods whenever the fuck I want. Celery, broccoli, spaghetti, smoked meat, cheese, and croissants. But y'all, when I was a newborn child, it wasn't this way. Breast milk was the only food my stomach could take. Because I didn't have teeth, motherfucker, I couldn't chew. Bitch, look at me now, fucking biting into fresh fruit. Saying fuck you to all the haters talking shit who say I was never a baby, I was born like this, bitch. Just because you see me sitting on a toilet don't mean I don't know what it's like to fill a diaper with a load of shit. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I drive to work every day to go make some dollar bills. The reason I can do this is cause I have basic motor skills, which I developed over time. And y'all, back in the day, this shit was way too complicated for my tiny baby brain. No comprehension of the concept of motorized transportation. Didn't even understand the concept of changing locations in the car seat. The stroller, yo, I didn't give a fuck. Just as long as when I cried I had a titty to suck. But I come a long way today, I drive my own car. As a baby I never thought I would make it this far. Contemplating the future was literally impossible. A dearth of empirical knowledge can be a huge obstacle. But being born a baby didn't stop me, I am not a quitter. I kept being alive, so over time my body got bigger. Life experience and education helped develop my brain. Look at me now, I'm a grown up, things done change. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. Being a baby wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. If you were never a baby, well, you wouldn't understand. It sounds crazy, but before being a baby, I was split in half. Half in my mom, the other half was in my dad's nutsack. That's right, bitch, I even used to be microscopic. Shot out of my dad's dick into mom's uterus. 9 months later, I was sucking on my mom's tit. 30 years later, I recorded this fucking hit. Started as a baby. tiny little baby. Now look at me. Now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me. Now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me. Now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me. Now look at me. Oh yeah, I'm getting paper. Shit, when I was a baby, I didn't even know what paper was. I didn't even know that you could exchange it for goods and services. I didn't even know what goods and services were. What about you, MC Vagina? When I was a baby, I didn't even know that owning a lot of guns was the best thing you could do for safety. When I was a baby, I was so stupid.
That was the greatest song I've ever heard in my life.
He's my fucking hero, man.
Bro, the rap game is over. How did I not even know? Why am I even trying to rap? That's like the best thing.
For sure.
Brad, was that you?
Heads up just because I know you said
Yeah,
you
I wish.
host a space
I
around
fucking
Phoenix.
wish.
Who was that?
John
I-
Lejoie. He's
Oh,
a
wow.
Canadian.
What's that, Navi?
Oh, that was amazing. I just kind of left. I was just in another little meeting that I had to miss. I just missed that, but I heard that rapping. I'm like, oh my God, I thought that was Brad. That was pretty sick.
I fucking wish.
How insane is that song?
I know, like, and all his stuff is off the hook like that. He's got a series of songs where one is called "Everyday Normal Guy," in which he insults
that's
himself.
that dude? I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know him, dude. He's a G.
Yeah,
Bro, I've never seen that one.
The one with he does all these different types of DJs. So he's got DJ Amnesia.
Oh my God.
DJ. Have you heard this one?
No, but I have a comedy one that I did, comedy rap song that you've never heard. That's online. You can pull up.
Oh my God! Yeah,
if you Google, if you go on YouTube and go to I'm on a phone.
I'm on a phone.
Yeah, I'm on a phone, and then like T-Pain.
Okay.
The song I did for T-Pain, and T-Pain gave me $5,000 in a big ass chain. Like it literally says big ass chain, and it's gigantic.
No.
Swear to God. And so like I got to go. I'm going to Connecticut in a couple of weeks to go to New York, where my parents' house is in Connecticut, and I'm gonna get the big ass chain and bring it back, and that's gonna be like my first. Like every time I go out, I'm just gonna be wearing it because it's from T-Pain. Like it's an actual big ass chain from T-Pain. I won it for this contest. It was they were like do a parody of I'm on a boat.
White Dolomite or I'm Red TV.
I'm on a phone, and maybe the Misunderstoods is the name of the comedy troupe. It was me and my brother's comedy group back then. It's called the Misunderstoods. It's like misunderstood, but with an S.
How long of a track is it?
3 minutes. I don't know.
Here's 2:45.
Do you see like two guys rapping?
Is it in a grocery store or something?
No. I'll grab it and send it to you right now. You just typed in I'm on a phone, right?
Yeah. Is it I am or I'm?
I'm. Maybe type in I'm on a phone Christiano. No, it's not there either. I'll find it. I hate when YouTube doesn't do its job.
Yeah.
You have one job, YouTube.
Nope. That made it worse.
It's worse.
Yeah. Like there's now that nothing I'm on a phone comes up when I put your name in there.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm serious. I'm on a phone call.
I'll just grab it and message it to you. Because I'm outside and I don't want to play music.
Well, here's the Reddit one.
Please.
It's your boy Red TV, and I'm back. This is my very first. I'm dropping bangers on YouTube all year. This is gonna be my very first.
No, you know your ass flat
No, these are just like prank stuff.
Oh no, I'm on the phone. I was finna say who you talking. You don't even know. Now you know you look like a goddamn pedophile.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing, dude.
Oh no, I was saying you can play the other song while I'm getting it up.
Oh, yeah. Let me find Jean Lejoie, the DJ one. That is freaking hilarious. With all the he plays.
I found it.
Okay, what is it called?
So they changed their name. It's I'm on a phone. If you type in Smule, Smule, I'm on a phone, Smule.
SMULE.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll also just send it to you.
And
I'll send it to you right now.
I'm on a.
So I need you to play this because then like play the. So I wrote all these lyrics. So, but like it's a parody, right? So it's a parody of I'm on a boat,
Got it.
and basically the contest was like you have to parody I'm on a boat, and it was for this app by this company called Smule, and they had an app called I Am T-Pain, and it was developed
Yeah,
with T-Pain, and it let you turn
I
like
got
auto-tune
it.
your voice.
I got it.
And so the whole thing was kind of like a commercial for the T-Pain app, but it was just supposed to be like a contest. But I basically made it into like a commercial for the app, and because I knew that they would buy it and I would win the contest. So we did this, and this was like you guys can't see the music video, so Brad's the only one who gets to see it. But
you look like you're doing like a Jay and a Silent Bob scene right here against
yeah,
the.
maybe I'm gonna post it up on top so you guys can see it
Okay.
too. But Brad,
Yeah.
if you can play it, if you can play the music.
I am T-Pain. Everybody in the place in the fucking deck. But stay on your motherfucking toes. We running this. Let's go. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. Everybody look at me, cause I'm talking on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking phone. Yeah. I'm on the phone, motherfucker. Take a look at me. Straight violent speed, dialing like 1, 2, 3. Talking loud as fuck, like I'm all alone. You can't stop me, motherfucker, cause I'm on the phone. I took a picture, click, on my phone, bitch. I'll send that shit to your phone, cause I got MMS. And I got Safari, son. I got that Google Maps. They call me Steve Jobs, cause I got so many apps. I'm talking on my Bluetooth, making deals and shit. No codes are clashing, so my hands are free to knit. They think I'm talking to myself, but I'm just calling my vet. I'm on the phone, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. I'm on the phone and my battery's lasting. My speakerphone lets me put your girlfriend on blast. And I'm the king of the world, on in a phone, not a trio. Alexander Graham Bell, he ain't got shit on me, yo. Get the fuck up, this phone is real. Fuck mail, I'm on the phone, motherfucker. Fuck pages, I make calls, motherfucker. I'm emailing with my thumbs, motherfucker. The telegraph was just dumb, motherfucker. Hey, Mom, you can see me now. Just sent a Twitter post while I was underground. Gonna use this phone to get laid somehow. With my T-Pain out, anything is possible. Yeah, never thought I'd be on a phone. It's a 132 gigaphone. And I got that AT&T. Never thought I'd see the day when a phone like this would come my way. Believe me when I say your BlackBerry's gay. She's all day, yeah. Fuck you.
So basically, the beginning of it starts with the dude's like, he's like, "Hey, dude, like I just got like a BBM or like took up my new BBM or whatever," and I was like, "Dude, I am T-Pain," and then I pull it out and I start like that whole song, and it's like me and my brother around New York. So check out, I pinned the video up. You guys should check it out after the stream. Like it's mad funny. Like we shot all over. We didn't get permission to shoot anywhere. We shot on the Wall Street Bull. We shot like on the steps of like all the big Wall Street buildings. We shot in Times Square. Like we gathered a crowd around us in Times Square for the whole thing. Like
Okay,
just
you're the one with the hat.
yeah.
Okay, because I'm like,
Babyface Cristiano. It's dude, that's 2010. It's 12
yeah,
years ago. So
I'm
yeah,
like, holy shit, you look fucking different. But I thought it was, the guy
it's
with the
12 years
long
ago.
hair.
That's my
I know,
brother.
but I thought it was the long hair and the mustache, dude. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm the
that's
baby.
hilarious.
Isn't that crazy?
How long did it take you to do all the video? Like, you did it all in one day?
We did that all in fucking one day. It was insanity. One crazy long day, and we just ran around like getting all these shots. And then I'm a great editor. I cut it all together and like made it into something that was really fucking phenomenal. And then that kind of launched us. And then we started doing comedy commercials and stuff together. And then eventually he started doing films, short films. and like indie films, and I kept doing commercials. So we kind of like split ways there. And then he won Cannes Film Festival 2 years ago with a feature. So
Where?
like he did that, and then I have my whole commercial agency, and so we're both doing well in our own spaces. And now we're coming back on another project that's upcoming, which is great.
Where is the bull with the balls?
The bull with the balls, that's Wall Street. That's the Wall Street bull.
Okay.
So my brother there's a shot of my brother underneath the
Sitting like
bull,
right
and
underneath
he's
the
putting the
balls.
balls on his head, like
Yeah.
on his shoulders, and like on his like basically like putting his mouth
Oh
on the
my
balls.
god.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
they were not happy with that. The cops were not happy with us the whole day. They were just like, these dudes are running around causing trouble everywhere they go.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And you were messing with
Trouble.
SpongeBob? He was cool?
Yeah, SpongeBob was fucking weird, man. There's a guy dressed as SpongeBob in the video just dancing. And he was just like drunk, like wasted drunk, like couldn't even speak, and was just stunk so bad. And we were just like,
Perfect.
get SpongeBob in here.
Yeah, but that's perfect. That's what you
Yeah,
want.
in New York, the homeless people at least have the common decency to dress up as like SpongeBob and Elmo.
I would see because now Buddy is riding the bull. Maybe they don't want you on the statues.
No, they did not want us riding the bull. There's a shot of him on the neck
Yeah,
riding the bull.
yeah.
They were not happy about that. They were not happy about us standing on like there was a shot of us on the steps of like like the stock exchange.
Yes.
It's like we just took over the front steps in New York Stock Exchange and shot of us
And on
after
the
it.
bus, I could only imagine.
Yeah, or that was the subway. Yeah,
Oh, Subway?
we
Okay.
shot in the subway. Yeah. So I mean, that's what was my favorite part about living and shooting in New York is just you run around and ask for forgiveness rather than permission, and you just like get everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
No,
shot in Grand Central multiple times. I've shot in Times Square.
that's cool.
It's fun. You just run in there and they're like, "Hey, you!" And you're like, it's like being kids again. Me and my brother used to throw snowballs at cars, so it's like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly in the metaverse.
Yeah.
The metaverse. But yeah, bro. But dude, you don't even know this about this part of my career. So I literally from that video went on to do comedy rap videos for like 20 different brands after that for the
Wow.
next like 3 years, and I was like the little white boy, little Italian white boy, fucking rapping for like like buy a Kia Soul. You know what I mean? Like or like fucking check out Welch's
You
Jelly.
did a Kia Soul?
Yeah, bro. I wrote a rap songs about everything, and it was just like a creative challenge for me. That's actually where Little Dicky came from too. He was like a writing rap like parody. Like that same time, we were both. He was just with a big agency, and I was just doing it independently. But that's like that kind of lyricism was just like you're crafting your skills.
Rap hamsters?
You're rap hamsters. Yeah, rapping hamsters. You're doing it like Century 21. I did one like for that, like State Fair corn dogs, Three Olives, the vodka company. Like I've done a lot of those, and they always sell, and they always love them because it's like
Yeah.
I'm
serious.
communicating in a way, and the
Rap-
way that I'm doing it is like it's not. I'm not trying to be like, look at how fast I can rap. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like it's like I saw it as a new form of jingles.
Yeah, but
Like
I'm
rap
serious.
jingles.
Kia Motors has rapping hamsters. That's you?
No,
Oh,
I made a rap song about the rapping hamsters.
you made a rap song about the
Yeah.
rap.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what was that called?
It was about them rapping fucking breakdancing hamsters.
No,
It was
no.
basically something about like if you buy
What
a
was the
Kia Soul.
title? What was the title of the track?
Oh no, it's not out.
Oh, it's not out.
Yeah. So like
Oh,
half of my commercials, I like would make them, and I would make them to appeal to like the people, the brand people, and they would end up getting shared internally, and like they would be like, "This is all of our favorite videos." And I'm like, "Cool, why don't you run it as an ad?" And they're like, "Well, because you like the stuff they were making that I was getting included in was like experimental department." You know
so
what I
you'd
mean?
make fun of their shit and then try to sell it to them?
I would always tell it to them; it would work every time because it was like
Really?
inside, yeah, like inside jokes and kind of thing, and they would like it's like self-referential stuff because like they don't really work for the brand. They work for the brand, but they don't like they don't have it tattooed on them. Like you know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
just a job. So it's like they, if I made fun of your job, if I made like an office type, rap
Yeah.
song about your job, like you'd be like, this is funny, So that's what because really at the end of the day for me, I was like none of these, not none of them. Some of them went to air and stuff like that, but I was like most of these aren't gonna like see the light of day because I know what advertising is about. Like half of them
Yeah.
don't even get aired. You have to market test it to do really well. So I was just like, I want my money. So I was like, let me just figure out what they want to hear and what they want to see and what kind of thing they want to, be into. So it's like some of the commercials and rap songs I was making and weren't even for the general public. They were just like inside jargon and baseball for the people there, And they were like, we're sending this around at our office Christmas party. We're all singing it. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I gave you. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what it was. And so everyone else, I would win all the time because everyone else was trying to make a commercial. And it's like, they're not going to air a commercial they spent like $10,000 on, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they want something to pass around at the office Christmas party, Like that's what they really want. And so that's what I was giving them. And so I was the most successful guy in the history of crowdsourcing. It's what they call it, crowdsourcing. Yeah. because of that.
I got
Because
a
that
quick.
just was selling.
I got
Yeah.
a
So
question, Cristiano. When you guys were recording, like, were you guys using like big cameras, or you recording on your phone?
no, so we were. That's when we were hacking the 5D, the Canon 5D. It's like a
Oh, okay.
digital SLR, right? The Mark
Yeah.
II. The Mark II didn't shoot video, so we had to actually like break into the firmware and install this like jailbroken firmware that would do video. So it was like literally like
Holy
OG
crap.
shit. Yeah, like there was no DSLR cameras, like video cameras yet.
Yeah, that
So,
is
but we
awesome.
needed something small. Like, yeah, we needed something small that we could shoot with, and not get caught all the time. So it looked like we were
Yeah,
shooting
yeah,
photos, right?
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I got the other genre as well, one where he does all these different DJs, and it's called the What the Fuck Collection.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. But
Amazing.
before I play that, I think we've nailed a lot of stuff in this one. I think even talking about what it can get maybe perhaps a little too controversial in regards to what the government's doing. But I like that the post is up there and it gets people thinking, anyways. But perhaps we shouldn't get into that too much until we've,
That's a whole separate show because I have
yeah,
to look into what
exactly.
it
That's
actually
what I
means.
was
Because
thinking. That
a
could
lot of times it's
and
like doom and gloom whenever regulations comes in, but
right.
sometimes it
And
might
we
be
want
like,
to keep the show short and sweet, so we have that, recording,
yeah,
review, people can go back and watch the whole show, and it's not like 5 hours.
Brad, I gotta look at that story and find the silver lining before I report on it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because like that's who I am, and like I'm
no,
not
no,
one
I
to
agree,
report bad
and
news.
I kind of
So
jumped.
I'm gonna be, yeah, like I want to like read it and be like, hey
Yeah,
guys, silver lining here. That doesn't apply to us. That's just these,
right,
10 coins. We're gonna be fine.
exactly.
That sort of thing.
So,
But before you play the music, I want to hear
yeah,
maybe any more from Mojo in terms of like is that the main project you're working on? Do you need any help on anything else? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to?
right,
We've just been dominating the mic
and
over
then
here. So
and then I'll play the track, and then we'll do our summary bit, and
Oh,
yeah,
call it a night.
yeah, I don't mind, man. I've just been kind of here soaking up some knowledge. But yeah, as far as the next steps, I would actually love some direction as far as where to go. Like I'm ready to actually get this thing going. I got the idea. I got the pencils in my palm and stuff like that. I'm just pretty much needing to
Yes,
look
and
at the finger point. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
pretty much need the
after
arrows.
after the show, I'll reach out to you and I'll send you some links in regards to the over the reality metaverse, and so we can get your renderings, and I'll send you an SDK key, and you can upload them into a virtual reality space on. I got tons of fucking land in that metaverse, which is a metaverse the same exact size to the inch of planet Earth, and so we can play with that. You can, see what it looks like, what you've done so far. How does it work? How
does
does it
Mojo? You have 3D
with the,
renderings? You have 3D
with the
stuff done for it?
yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I actually don't have anything any 3D stuff done yet.
No, Matthew has a bunch of stuff. But
Oh, was that Matthew? I
yeah,
thought
Matthew
he
has a bunch
said
of stuff.
he was working on drawings and stuff. You got 2D stuff though, right? Mojo?
As far as anything in the metaverse, I don't
No, no.
have.
No, but
Or
I
you
don't.
just
do
like
have
design for the project.
you
Yeah.
have some designs. Yeah. So same,
Yes.
yeah. And I still I know what I was saying. So I'll send you some info, and then you can go and fix that stuff up and make it into 3D, and it's super easy. You're obviously already artistic, so it'll be uh, a plug and play for you basically, and we'll work together if you have questions on things and whatever. Have lots of help to do that. If you have Telegram, there's a builders group on Telegram that I'll link you up with. So if you have questions, you can get them answered. I'm not a developer, so I'll send you to the experts. So my expert advice will be to send you to the experts. I'm going to delegate that part of it. So that being said, I'm going to play this one track. We're going to do our summary thing, and we're going to call it a night. And Marie's back. She's got the night shift space at 9:30, so we can all head over there for another great time. But we're gonna rock and roll here with the hand up. Okay, Marie, go ahead, and then I'll play the track. Or did you get tennis elbow and you were high fiving me? It seems like she's stuck, so we'll get to it after. I think it was a high five. I'm pretty sure it was a high five. So here we go. Oh yeah, you need volume.
Stop it.
The names, it's not coming in good.
No,
The
Brad.
sound is shit.
Brad, my hands
Sound
up.
is shit. The
Brad,
sound
hands
is
up.
shit.
Carpool karaoke. Okay.
No,
Live
no.
from Las Vegas. Don't make my Uber driver.
Oh,
No.
okay. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wait. So, do you need any expert advice, Matt?
No, I don't need any expert.
You don't need expert advice? I
don't
swear
think
the best.
so.
No?
Maybe.
No, maybe. Like what? Come on, give it to him. Come on. I wish I.
Expert advice.
Yeah. Anything in the world. Like,
Yeah, like where to go get a haircut, or what best software to use for taking pictures, or go get your nails done.
Well, maybe the nail part I could work on because I'm gonna.
Yeah. Do you do manscaping? Do you do manscaping?
he's gonna come. Don't ask him if he does manscaping. You're making him crash. I'm gonna take him to the salon.
Wait, is your question about
We're
manscaping?
going to the salon. That's it.
Probably my confidence.
Marie, do you have questions about manscaping?
See, he says his confidence boosts. Boosts his confidence.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so Marie, when manscaping your man, go front to back. Always work front to back.
When
that's
manscaping,
expert
go front to
advice.
back.
Go front
Yeah,
to back.
because you don't want
No,
your
this
butt
is
on your
advice,
front.
not actually do it.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Oh my
It's
god.
every woman out there needs to manscape their man.
You're supposed to listen to the guest here.
Sorry.
Okay, what
This is
was
going on
what,
Conan O'Brien.
No, I don't insult my guests and make fun of them.
Okay,
That's Conan
okay.
O'Brien.
Come
Okay.
on, be humorous and respectful. Ask my guest a question.
Yeah, what was the question? I thought we went with
That's it. We're gonna turn on loud music and do carpool karaoke if you guys can't give me a question.
what was the question?
I don't. He asked you expert advice.
Who
On
did?
what?
How to boost your confidence.
Oh, okay, that
Okay.
was the part we missed.
Yeah,
Okay.
you missed the question.
Okay,
How to boost
so
your confidence.
Get your
So
shit
I would
together.
recommend horny goat weed.
A morning
Horny.
goatee.
Horny goat weed.
Goat weed. Goat
A
weed.
blowjob.
It's a supplement. Sure. Actually, yeah. I mean, if you can get somebody to give you a morning blowjob, that will boost your confidence.
Agreed.
What I actually do, my serious answer to
haven't
boost
had a
confidence,
blowjob.
because I've had a very hard time with confidence my whole life. And
He said he hasn't had a blowjob in 3 months.
well, there you go. It's confidence. So how I help, like what I actually do to develop confidence, because it's something that has to be developed for some people. Some people naturally have it, other people don't. So it's really, for me, it's being like knowing that no one else knows who the hell I am, and no one else knows anything about me. So it's like taking it to a creative level and allowing me to, and I don't lie, I tell the truth about myself, but allowing myself to be like, what stories could I tell? What things could I say that would be interesting, that would create a sense of mystique or create an allure without without me feeling like I'm embarrassing myself. You know what I mean? And so
Oh,
like having that, for me at least, pre-planned is helpful.
right.
Other than that, posture, like pulling your shoulders
These are
back
my
and
friends. Sorry.
tucking your hara. So like your hara is your pelvic floor, right?
Yeah.
So imagine your pelvic floor. Imagine you have a cup of water, and if your butt's sticking out, it's just pouring all over the ground, right? Your chi is just spilling everywhere. So if you tuck
Ah.
your butt and you tuck your tailbone, right,
Yeah.
it actually
Or your
creates that cup.
coccyx?
Yeah, tuck
Did
your
you say
coccyx,
tuck
tuck
your
your tailbone.
butt?
Yes, tuck your butt, tuck your tailbone, and that will actually level out that what's called your hara in Japanese, but it's
Yeah.
your pelvic floor. And now your chi won't spill out, and now your chi will, and you actually feel
Ah,
the energy, and you'll
that
feel,
Okay.
and what
So
happens is your shoulders
that's
straighten up and they go
knowledge.
back because of that,
I
and
got
that will look like
I got like
confidence.
8 minutes left on this ride, and this guy
Sure.
hates me. Someone come at him with something good.
He lost me after the butt tuck.
Yeah, you lost him after the butt.
He was
Okay, somebody come on.
actually just Marie. He
Viva
was that was
Las
very
Vegas.
no. Hey, hey.
Yeah, perfect timing, bro. All
Oh my
right.
god. Okay, so he was that was some serious knowledge that
Yeah. Tell him
Chris
to tuck his tail.
just
Oh
dropped
yeah.
there. Yeah, no, but it was funny that you said the embarrassing thing because I am of the opposite. I build my confidence by literally going out and embarrassing myself on purpose because if you do that,
Yes,
then people can't, aren't gonna
it's
Okay.
make
on your
fun
own
of you.
terms.
We
Yeah,
all know
Yeah,
you, Brad. Okay.
yeah.
you've embarrassed yourself
Anyone?
on your own terms. So when they
Yeah.
laugh
I'm
at you
gonna
later, you're like, I
go.
wanted you to laugh at me.
Okay.
Y'all got one more question for this
Well,
badass
wait,
Uber
no,
driver?
I gotta mute yourself because that beeping is
No,
ridiculous. Okay, yeah,
that's
no,
not
this
me.
I know, but that
It's me.
it's not good for the show
Who's
either.
beeping?
It's me.
But
Seriously?
yeah, Hong Kong. I told you that's not me. My Uber driver ain't beeping. My Uber driver beeped. I say, let me over right here. Pull over.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
car
walk.
alarm in the background. I'm in LA.
Okay, so can you mute yourself? There we go. Okay, sorry. So yes, you can tell said Uber driver for you, Marie, that sometimes it's better to get out front of thy embarrassment by doing it yourself. Create such situations in regards to attracting attention to yourself so that you have it later. And if you add the comedic aspect of it, and it will come into your favor where people aren't going to go, oh, this guy sucks, or you don't have these thoughts, anyways, because you've created a situation where you got a few laughs. People may be laughing at you, but they at least now recognize you. And well, one of two things could happen. One, they're going to feel bad for you, and you can get that pity confidence that everybody loves, where they're not going to make fun of you later for when you need to have that serious moment. Or the other aspect of the coin is, well, it all works out in your favor. People know who you are. They know that you did something or other that brought attention, and you embarrassed yourself, but you walk away from it with confidence. And so people aren't going to continue to make fun of that one thing that happened, because they're going to know that you must have did that on purpose, because whatever else you do throughout the night, you did it with confidence. So
Yeah,
there's expert
everyone shits their
advice.
pants sometimes, guys.
There you go. Exactly. Even if it's not in grade 2.
Yeah, I think you should never take anything too serious because there's not
Yeah.
one person in the whole world that hasn't tripped.
There you go. Yeah.
What helps me
Well,
too, and this is going to be crude, and I'm sorry, but like when I walk into rooms of celebrities, I just think of them pooping. I imagine them like on the toilet, like really, really hard trying to like get one out, and it makes me
why?
laugh because they're human and they poop, and that's funny. You know what I mean? It's like
It
that's
is.
like
It's funny, but that gives you
it's
confidence.
yeah, because it's like they went from being a god to being like a person who can't get the poop
Oh,
out.
I
You know what
see
I mean? Like
what you mean. Yes, you
yeah, it's like
bring them
imagining
to
them
the
in their
same
underwear.
level.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bringing them down to be like
Everybody
dude,
poops
everybody
at
poops.
one.
That person,
Everybody
even if they hold it
poops.
in, they're
Everybody
gonna have a hard
poops
time at some point.
and puts their pants on with diarrhea
Brad,
stains,
I
one leg at a
imagine them. I
time.
honestly, no joke. I'm not exaggerating. I imagine them on the toilet, like pooped, and then they don't have any toilet paper. Like that's how I imagine it. Because even that happens to Donald Trump on his golden toilet. You know what I mean?
Ah!
Like he's out of golden toilet paper. He's like,
We're gonna
Melania,
carpool karaoke.
Melania,
No,
I'm out of,
no,
I'm
we're
out of,
playing the
I'm out
rest
of
of that
TP.
song first.
Yeah, my
No.
No,
Uber
I
driver is
checked the
gonna
backup
carpool
row.
karaoke with me. Chat, chat, live from Las Vegas.
Okay, but
Donald's loving it
we
down
have to
there.
finish the rest of this John Lajoie track
Say
because
hello to my Donald down there. Hello, my Donald.
whoa,
There he
whoa,
is. Great guy. Great name.
say huge. It was huge.
Huge, huge, huge account. Huge account. He goes by the Donald. And he
Oh
just
my
dropped the
god.
because it's cleaner. He met the guy from Napster and he was like, drop the because it's cleaner. Justin
Emma,
Timberlake.
Emma
Justin
doesn't
Timberlake
like.
told him,
Emma doesn't like them. Emma, not a big fan. Emma don't like
Elmo
Donald
is
Trump.
a Elmo. I used to build condominiums on Sesame Street. I got Elmo the nicest place.
Oh god.
The nicest place.
Oh fuck. That is good. That's
It
golden.
was huge. It was
Whiskey.
massive. Gigantic.
That is funny. So funny.
Oh my god.
That's my friend from Area 51. I met him the other day.
Nice, nice. Okay, so
He's an alien. Don't like them. They're illegal. He's illegal. He's an alien. Get him
oh,
out. Get him
that's
out.
Navi. That's Navi.
I'm back. I'm back.
Emma, Emma
Get him
is
out of here.
Monica Lewinsky.
Oh my god. I'm just saying I would never have an affair, but if I did, she would be gorgeous. It would be with the most attractive woman. It would not be with Monica.
What happened? She's gone. She carpeted. No. Oh
I had
god.
the Secret Service take her out. It's okay. She's going to be dealt with. She's been thrown into an unmarked van. We're gonna take her
Oh
to a
my
skiff.
god.
We're gonna
Oh
debrief
my
her,
god.
and then we're gonna also get information from her.
Well,
And then we're
folks.
gonna rebrief her and put her clothes back on.
Not bad, Christiano. That's a good impersonation.
Oh
I
god.
don't speak alien. We're gonna build a wall around the planet. You're not gonna be able to get in. You're gonna hurt yourself on the wall.
Okay, are we good now? Are we good? Only here, folks. Tell all your friends on Expert Advice, uh, episode 10 coming
Donald
up
Trump just comes in
with
and just.
yeah, Donald Trump. Thanks for swinging by.
You're
With
welcome.
Cristiano and
Stay up
myself, Brad
and
Music
let's go,
NFTs.
Brandon. Okay, thank you. Bye.
And stay tuned because this is gonna go virus, if not viral. One or the
We have
other
a
is
virus.
yeah, it's definitely got to go virus before
It's
viral.
terrible. It's called the China virus. Mr. Trump, please. Sorry.
Wow.
He ran back in.
There we
He
go.
heard us say virus and he couldn't
Yeah, he was
help
out.
himself.
He was out. All right,
It
so
was
we'll
created
finish.
by China. Mr. Trump. Sorry. That's the last one, I think. I think he's gone.
Okay, just tell him to get a hold of. He's too much sugar today. That guy.
Get
Too
a
much.
hold of yourself.
You got to make an animation now called the Trump logs, and you got to impersonate Trump now, man.
I wanted to do a supercut of all the times that Donald Trump is called into our show and every other show, because I have like so many recordings of it, and I think it would just be so funny to do
Oh
a
yeah, that'd
compilation
be
of that.
That is funny.
Because I'm gonna create an account that's like the real Donald Trump.
the real Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
real Donald Trump.
Real
And just like
official
yeah,
Donald.
real official Donald Trump, and then just come
Yeah.
in like, I'm the only real one. So great to see you. And like just like go up on like to have the same presidential pictures and just go up on big spaces and just be like,
Oh my
thank
god.
you for having me, Mr. Bruce Banner. I'm gonna bust a couple bars.
Holy fuck! Can you rap and
I
Trump?
can rap as Trump, yeah. Oh my god,
Oh
it'd be so
my
funny.
God.
Fuck.
You
Oh
got to try.
fuck.
Oh man, I want to hear this.
Okay,
That's the best
we'll
Trump
save that for episode
impression.
10. We'll save
But I
that
have
for
to do it like
episode 10.
that's a bad rapper because he's like the whitest white guy, you know.
Yeah. We're gonna save that episode 10. You'll have
You
to come
jumping
back.
bars, you know I don't wanna. Ain't no other bitches as fine as Ivanka.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
shooting
You're cut
motherfuckers
off.
like
You're cut
Blanca.
off. We cut him off.
Oh
Just
my
cut him off.
God.
Take his fucking mic.
Somebody get me another Sanka.
Oh god. Lord help me. Okay, we good?
You want it all like Willy Wonka.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm finishing this
That's
track.
it for Mr. Donald Trump, everyone.
Are you
Mr.
sure?
The real.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I think he's had enough.
Good.
Honestly, Brad and Cristiano, I love your shows. Keep it
Thank
up,
you
man.
so much.
I love it.
Thank you,
I
Ned.
love this. This is sick, man.
Thank you so
It's
much.
awesome.
No
Yeah,
problem.
we're gonna advertise this tomorrow as Donald Trump called in.
Yeah, like a Jerky Boys thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That'd be it. Okay.
I want to be one of the best prank callers in spaces. That's one of my missions too.
No. That's
Hey, that's
my title.
we should do a
bar.
space where we prank call people.
That's what I'm saying. Prank
Yeah.
call space.
Wait, this is already in the
Fuck.
lineup. We're way
That
ahead.
would be
We're way
sick.
ahead. We're way ahead.
That would be so sick. You
And
guys
Mar-
got to do that.
What you
Marie
got to do
was-
is like record the space as your prank call.
Yeah. But Marie was kind of our segue into that. She did the interview with the taxi driver, so that was awesome.
I was so confused. Were we supposed to be asking him questions?
No. I was talking to Marie, and she said if the timing was right, and she was on her way back, that I said, yeah, get on here, and we'll give expert advice to the driver. But I wasn't sure if she was gonna have that timing, but clearly she did.
And what was this expert advice on? What was this about?
We gave him advice on being confident, how to be
We
confident.
said stop driving a cab and go do your macrame business.
And something about a morning blowjob.
We tried to give him confidence advice, but Marie was just yelling over us. So she had more confidence than we did.
Agreed.
She won that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to finish this track by Jean Lajoie, and then we're going to do our summary, and we're going to call it. And
Beautiful.
then we could all head over to Marie's space, which starts in 4 minutes.
And then night shift after that?
Pick up and then night shift at 10:30. Oh, no,
Mojo.
She is night shift
tonight. She's night shift tonight. Yeah, so Mojo, if you want to head in with us after, you can meet the fam.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Here we go. Same with anyone else listening, too.
Agreed. Yeah, just jump in through our heads. Yeah.
Bro, I
Guys,
seen. I'm MC Sidetrack. That dude raps exactly like me. MC
I
Sidetrack.
was gonna say, if I didn't know who that was, I would have thought that was Brad and Cristiano doing a duet.
Dude, I am MC Sidetrack. Like that's my new rap name. You just found it. That's
Which
it.
one?
Is that
MC Sidetrack, bro?
MC Sidetrack.
That's exactly how I rap. He was rapping, and I was like, "Why isn't this one funny?" And then I was
sound.
like, oh,
you
shit,
guys.
that's me.
Okay, hey guys, everybody else listening, doesn't it sound like
Lethal
Cristiano and Brad rapping in this?
Yeah, I'm MC Amnesia. I'm that dude.
Brad doesn't know what the fuck we're doing.
I would have
Every
thought
day
that
I
was
have to
you,
explain to
but
Brad that we have a show, at 7
Oh
p.m.
fuck.
Eastern time. Every day I explain this shit.
I heard a little bit of Snoop, Linkin Park, and Beastie Boys all in one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what it felt like.
He
Brad,
did
you're
like
like 50 first
10
dates over here.
different MCs, man. There was like at least 10 of them. He had MC
Like
Lethal
the final
Weapon
guy.
1, 2,
Like
3.
the weapon.
Who
MC
are these
Lethal Weapon
guys?
4.
Who are they?
I don't
You know?
agree with these.
No, it's one guy. It's one guy. He does them all.
It's one guy that did this all?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is John Lajoie.
He was also the
Holy
chorus
shit.
guy.
Where is he from?
Yeah, he does the chorus too. He's the chorus guy too.
Where is he from?
Canada.
Canada.
Holy shit.
Canada.
Canada. Hey.
He's from China.
He is he's in Ontario. He's a Toronto dude. Yeah, he's in Toronto.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh fuck, he's hilarious. I fucking love him. You should see
Brad,
like
I'm taking
the
MC sidetrack. I'm taking that. That's my new rap name because he said someone's Kid Icarus, and I used to go by Orion the Prophet, but that's like, you know,
MC
I mean, Mojo the Ghost. I could go by Orion the Prophet if you want to do a collab on one of the tracks because I have a character named Orion the Prophet who's literally a ghost.
Oh, all his stuff is licensed,
and I have like 6 songs written for him.
Tomorrow I'll play his pop. He does a pop song where it's a boy band and he's every member in the boy band.
Bro.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, no, you guys heard it here first. My new rap name is MC Sidetrack because like that dude was literally like Leslie Nielsen, and then OJ was also in that. Like, that's how my written songs. That's how my freestyle sound, and that's how my written sound.
I was gonna say, Cristiano, it sounded like you a lot. I'm not joking.
Exactly my style. I was like, oh my god, I feel seen. I'm just MC Sidetrack.
Yeah,
I know MC Final Guy. You know, we rap with him all the time in the cypher.
I think you should redo that without their lyrics or without their voices, and you guys should do it, and it would sound the same.
Beat. Yeah, it would be
totally
exactly the same. But Brad, like I rap with all those people every night, right?
Yeah.
Like MC Final Guy, like MC Singing the Chorus guy.
Oh yeah.
Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and then Lethal Weapon 4 just comes in to be a contrarian. I disagree with Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and it's like motherfucker, be nice, play nice.
That was killer. But yes, a lot of new material has spawned here. But definitely taking some interviews and whatnot to the streets should be coming up. And
but the best thing is that I'm going to hire an assistant to go through all of this.
Yeah.
And to like, they have to, part of like knowing what we're doing is like watch all the old shows and then like make time codes and everything. Like, whoops, happy accident there. But like in watching all the old shows, it's going to be funny to see how in a couple days they like their opinion of me changes. You know what I mean? Because like they're getting changes. No, like the assistant's opinion of me.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? In like a few days, because they just like binge watch all these episodes, and they were like, they go from being like thinking I'm a business person to being like, you're a fucking clown. What are you doing?
You had to be like, are you sure I'm getting paid for this?
I'm like, things can be two things.
Yeah, things can be two things.
Things can be two things. It's a juicy contradiction, like the Starbucks.
The reason why I had created my cruise account.
Yeah,
because there's.
I helped Brad assimilate his other Jekyll and Hyde characters into one body.
Yeah. That's okay though. I appreciate it.
Brad, you have a unique voice. Brad, you have a unique voice. Every time I'm hearing you,
he's got a face for radio.
I'm thinking about South Park, one of the teachers or one of those.
Yes.
You know, you sound like one of those guys.
I think he insulted me. Did he just?
No, man. You sound like you've got a cool voice. You've got a radio voice. That's what I'm saying. You got a cool voice. You got like you've got like an actor's voice. That's what you have.
Face for radio.
You gotta
know what time it is.
Is Brad in any of your skits, Cristiano? Because he's got a sick voice for it.
We haven't tried anything yet. I have to fly a drone over his house.
Brad, you have to voice in some of the characters he's making. Honestly, you'd be good.
Oh yeah.
Plan.
No, I haven't told anyone yet, but Brad, I can tell you here on the show. I was thinking of you for the main character, Jacob, because like I've been looking for someone because it was supposed to be like, just so you know, you beat out Ryan Reynolds. There's gonna be Ryan Reynolds at one point,
nice. I know
and
him.
Jake Johnson, another one.
Jake Johnson.
He's the dude with the beard from New Girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? He's not much.
And then the other voice was gonna be the dude. I don't know if you've ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But like Adrian Pimento.
Adam Sandberg?
No, so it's the crazy dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's also in Parks and Recreation. He runs the perfume company in Parks and Rec. And he talks like this, and he's got a crazy deep voice.
Yeah, Brad, I think I told you last time, you sound like that comedian guy. What's his name? He wore the dreads, and he was always in the
Or the dreads.
Like he's always in one of those, always in all of those roast Comedy Central. What's his name? The host, what's his name?
Jeffrey Ross.
Jeff Ross. You remind me of him. You sound like him.
Totally.
I sound like a short, fat.
No,
Jewish guy.
you
do sound like Jeff Ross. Holy
you
shit.
do sound like Jeff Ross, dude.
Bro,
You sound like Jeff Ross.
that.
That's why I'm saying he has got a cool voice to
Your
do
voice
animation.
isn't as crackly. You have like voice control.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Jeff Ross's voice is like fucking crackly and like crazy and up
Are
there.
you like you would be like, you sound like you're a comedian to me. Whenever I'm talking, like you'd be a comedian.
Like Jeff Ross's cooler brother.
I've been a comedian since my first report card, where the teachers were always writing, he's disturbing the class, and he's always trying to be funny, distracting the students.
You mean class clown, right? Class
There
clown.
it is.
Class jester.
Just more recently, I'm getting paid for it, but I've always been a comedian. Yeah, that's true. Good, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Honestly,
when I hear my voice, though, I recorded my voice, I'm like, shit, I am the oldest male going through puberty at 43 years old.
Have you ever auditioned for like voice, voicing stuff? And that,
No,
you should try it. You should do that.
I know. Actually, I hook people up to do that. Actually, I've hooked quite a few people up on doing voiceover stuff.
I'm making a reel soon,
I
Brad,
don't hear
I just
my
never
own
did it.
voice doing it. When I listen to recording, I'm like, yeah, shit. Who the hell wants to hear a 43-year-old go through puberty?
Dude, your voice, it's money, man.
Brad, I want to get your advice
You
on
got
that
that
because
voice.
I'm making a reel, and if you've helped people with voice reels, I would love to get your advice on like what you think works and what doesn't work, because I have like a list of 1,000 impressions I can do and like different voices, and so it's just like figuring out like which 7.
I will have to go and get a pack of Depends, because your impressions make me fucking piss or shit my pants.
Thank you. Also, do you think I should put out an impression video? It's hard because one of my best friends is one of the biggest impressionists on YouTube and Vine, and so it's like I don't want to start beefs with him because he's my guitarist in my band too. And it's kind of like when I do things in people's lane, they're kind of like, "Why can't you fucking do one of your other talents, asshole? Like, why you gotta take my thing? Like, all I do is impressions." And it's like,
Yeah.
So like, I don't
once
want
I
to
get
fucking.
going, I can do a good Jerry Springer, but I got to be like in the zone.
What's the deal?
More of the yelling thing, like, what do you mean? The way he's doing like the screeching thing.
She's a close talker.
Yeah. A close talker? No, more of when he like freaks out kind of thing.
When he freaks out.
When he gets loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I can't do it like on the spot right now, but if the situation arises, it comes out. It comes out like really, really good. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to bend your ear about that, because my girls became friends with my girl's husband, his business partner. She became friends with the like, voice casting person who does like Bob's Burgers and like Simpsons and Family Guy and all these fucking shows. So she just like send me a reel, and like she just like sent over her like voice demo reel, and then she's like, all right, cool, like this is awesome. And so I'm like, ahem, like hello over here.
Serious.
Like literally, like you have a job, you're like a bartender, you have another living, like it's just I make money off of being funny and doing silly voices. Like hello,
right here. I never capitalized on that.
Yeah.
Never capitalized on that part. But hey,
I mean that's why I created a Cartoon Network, so I can do like 60 different voices over here.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I'm excited to like work on new projects too, and like I'm not even playing around, Mojo. Like I really want to work on it. I really want to work on that project, because like I said, it's kismet. It's like it's like I literally have a character called Orion the Prophet who's like a ghost, and the whole thing is like he was just a regular dude walking on the beach, and he picks up a stone, and it like captures his soul, and then he gets enslaved by like kind of like this Galactus type dude, and it becomes like Silver Surfer kind of vibe, where like his Nice. The Galactus dude, his name is Mara, and it's the demon of complacency. It's the Buddhist devil. So like Mara came to like Buddha at the Bodhi tree when he was meditating, and he was like, tried to distract him and all that stuff. And so Mara is known as the god of the demon of complacency. So when you let your mind go complacent, like idle hands of the devil's playground, that's Mara. So Mara is the demon, and he enslaves this dude and forces him to like go down to Earth and corrupt creative people's vision, and he becomes like a harbinger or like a tool for Mara. And so then eventually he challenges Mara to a rap battle. So I have this whole album written. I wrote this in 2010. This was going to be my first thing, and I was just going to I was going to be a cartoon, and I wasn't going to be a person. So when I said like I was on some Web3 undocked shit, like I've been thinking about this for a long time. So like I would love
we'll
to do a
definitely
ghost rapper project, bro.
we'll
Fucking so
definitely
much
have
fun.
to look at that after for
Yeah.
sure.
He
So
challenges the
I'm
devil to a rap
we
100%
battle.
gotta
down.
Yo, he
we
challenges
gotta
the devil to a
yeah,
rap battle and then locks him in a chest in like Pandora's box and like sends him off into space and shit. Like it's so
cool.
dope. So you know, have you heard Del the Funky Homo Sapiens, Deltron 3030? Like that's
Yeah,
what put me onto that shit. If
no.
you haven't heard it, everyone go listen to Deltron 3030. It's the most amazing. It's the first ever rap opera, like space opera. It's a space sci-fi rap hip hop opera,
Cool.
and it's
So
brilliant. Yeah.
I got
And
to
it's what created Gorillaz. Gorillaz was formed from one of the songs on that album.
nice. So
Yeah, the band Gorillaz.
not to sidetrack it, but I actually mean to sidetrack it.
You know,
Uh,
please. I know you're trying to end the show.
you do yeah, exactly. Just because I got to get something to eat. I am
Yeah,
like
I know. It's time. It's now. It's
starving.
time to say goodbye to all our
I'm
family.
starving, Marvin, and we got another space to get to, and I got to make a phone call in between.
Yes, Daddy, Minnie.
Always a
Yes,
pleasure,
yes.
guys.
Yeah,
Always a
yeah.
pleasure
Dude,
joining your
now you
space.
rock, bro.
Yeah.
Feel free to jump into the next space if you want to say hi to
I
the
got a
United States
jet.
fam.
I got a bunch of things I got to do, or
Awesome,
else
bro.
I'm gonna be
Well, I'll
going
text you
crazy
later
on
tonight,
this.
and
Yeah.
I'll connect y'all with Brad in the Discord if you want.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good,
And
guys. Okay.
thanks. I appreciate the compliments and
Yeah, man. Like honestly, you should seriously consider that. I'm not kidding.
No,
Yeah.
I will for sure.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
I spend enough time hooking everybody else up.
Nav's
Yeah.
nice to have around, dude. Nav
Yeah.
builds people up,
Now,
bro. Like we
like
connect people, but Nav like builds people up, and that's really,
Yeah,
really
man.
important.
Honestly, just take advantage of your what do you call it? Of your talents, right?
That's the
yeah,
most important kind of building, Nav. What the kind
Yeah.
of building you're doing is building up artists is the most important thing you can do in this life. So.
Exactly, guys. Okay, take care, guys. We gotta go.
all
I gotta
right.
go. Okay.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.
All right, summarize us, Chris. Summarize us.
Alrighty, so I don't have the Mr. Rogers neighborhood. I'm gonna do it. It's inside. I'm outside. I'm just smoking and enjoying the sun. So we're just gonna do this bitch acapella. Unless Brad, unless you want to play some Mr. Rogers in the background for me.
Oh, Mr. Rogers
Yeah,
theme
sure.
song. You know what? Is that what you would
I mean,
prefer?
that's the tradition.
Would you prefer to do a Mr. Rogers, or would you
Like
like to
drowning
do
pool.
something new?
Let the
What's that?
bodies hit the floor. No, no, sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's Sunday. We can't be doing that.
Uh,
We put on some Sunday service or something.
no, drowning pool.
I'm not serious. I can do what did we learn. All right, kids. So what did we learn today? I mean, it's more fun. It is more fun with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know it is.
Oh, okay. Let me
Just
do
do your
Mr.
thing.
Rogers here.
So before we go, Mojo, any final parting words? Forma 69, any final words?
It's looking like, man, I'm all in for sure. Like I said, I'm not working anywhere right now. I'm just literally working on myself, and so whatever lane is meant for me, man, I'm definitely down to connect
Bro, I can't wait to plug you into the music
100%.
past
I'm
and the
ready to get
fam,
these
bro.
things
I can't wait to
going.
plug you into the fam. Yeah,
I'm,
real recognize real, and like good people meet each other up in here, you know. So
I'm
you're a good
ready
egg,
for
bro.
sure.
These commercials are killing
All
me,
right,
man.
let's paste to
Just
Mr.
wait.
Rogers, and all my coins are up, so we're looking good. I just got a bunch of notifications. We happy? We about to start this bull market over here. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm
just
so
one
excited
second,
because all
because
the people I'm meeting right now are gonna be like millionaires soon, and like I'm so excited because when this shit takes off and just like goes like bull, everything goes bull market for the next like year. Because like we're in a false
nice.
creative depression right now. We're about to pop off. It's like perfect storm shit. So I'm just so excited. I'm just like making
Right.
friends now while we're all broke, and then it's like we're all gonna be like fuck yeah, Lambo races and shit. Oh, I'm so excited. He's like, I'll take my jet to
All
Brad's
right,
house.
here we go. Here we go. Yeah, helicopter.
So what did we learn today, kids? Well, today we learned a little bit about Mojo the Ghost and his career from athletics into music, into the metaverse, and into the astral plane. We learned that Brad will totally take me to a different show and have me start late if he feels like it. So we learned who really wears the pants in the relationship. What else did we learn? We learned that we're supposed to give advice to cab drivers if asked, unsolicited. We learned that Nav loves to build people up. We learned that Matthew builds metaverses. That should be his name. What else did we learn, Bradley? Anything else?
I've learned that perhaps I should take some of my own advice.
You said you should take a shower with what?
Yeah, I should take
More
my last
showers.
showers taking more showers and take some of my own advice.
Brad should take some of his own advice. We should all take some showers because when you get your head into the hot water, that's when ideas start to come. So, everyone, go take a hot shower today while you still can.
And thanks for being my space or
Thanks for being
spatial
our neighbor today.
neighbor.
Hey, won't
Thanks
you
for being
be
my neighbor.
our neighbor in this beautiful metaverse?
That's it. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here. Thank you, everybody.